Well, hello, everybody. My goodness, there's a lot of you in here already. That's pretty cool. Let me see here. Let's do some hellos. Try to get back to the top here. Oh, my goodness. Getting Deep with Data is here. Yeah. Hey, for those of you guys who don't know, I have been friends with Data for, I don't even know, man, like 15 years. I had no gray hair when I met him, if that helps.
Oh, did he give you the gray hair?
Yeah, he certainly contributed. Let me see. Mouse House is here. Randy's here. Hello, Randy. Big Kid. Hello. Lisa. Hello. Hey, I just missed you on the Zoom yesterday. Carlene, hello. Eagle Lover, hello. Of course, Mr. Maytag is here.
Maytag, why didn't they call him KitchenAid?
I don't know. I didn't do it.
Get it? KitchenAid?
Oh, right, because he was a kitchen aide. Yeah, that's funny. New Day Farm says, howdy, my first tag and be live. Well, we are super happy you are here.
Welcome.
Starla, hello. Hey, Naughty Heathen, what's up, bud?
Lisa's here. Did you say Lisa?
I did.
Hi, Lisa.
Yeah, we actually missed Lisa at the Zoom last night for just by literally not long at all. Let me see here. RN, it's not going to be able to make it tonight. Well, we're glad you stopped in either way. Starla, hello. Drummondson Live, hello. Tabletop, we're going to see you here pretty quick. Chrissy, hello. Mrs. Hacks, hello. The Hack family is here. Mary Michelle is here. Hey, Mary, I returned your email. Half Bubble Off Plum, the absolute greatest name in all of the internet. Yeah, hey, Dana, you caught us. Pack Rat, hello. Hippocrates, hello. Dog Creek Farm, hello from Indiana. You guys got an event coming up here in April. We need to do a video together to make sure that everyone knows what's going on. Amy B, hello. Grateful Hearts, hello. Radar's mom, good evening. Tracy, hello. Hippocrates says, got an offer on my suburban house I'm trying to sell. Top offer twice. What I was expecting, Daddy may get a Harley. Yeah, how cool is that? Yep, Still Ross, hello. Naughty Heathen, there's an event coming up. It's going to be in April, and it's in Indiana. And I haven't posted it to the events page of Freesteading yet, but I will. But if you look up and get a hold of Dog Creek Farm, right up there, they can also give you the actual events. There's some videos out there on it, too, both on Freesteading and on YouTube. Uncle Bodie's Homestead. What's up, bud? Yeah, Indiana Mike, ahoy. Yep, and if you're in Indiana, Naughty Heathen, Indiana Mike is down there too. Of course, the Terminator, hello to you. And Wendy, hello to you. Hilltop Home Place. Yep, on time for a change. Hey, that's good.
Wonderful.
I struggle with those things. So I'll try to keep up tonight, guys, with all the conversations. I got all kinds of things I'd like to tell you guys about. It has been, what a day. So I'll tell you about my day, because it was just a day. And then B,
I don't even want to talk about it.
I don't know if you guys seen the short from just a little bit ago, but oh my goodness, it was just, yeah, it was crazy. So I got up this morning, put a suit on. I had to go do a little bit of business with the Kansas government. And so I met with some people down there, and everything was fine. Get home, and there's a project I've been meaning to do, which was to go down to the back of my pond. And you guys know at the back of the pond, there is a drawdown pipe, right? So we plumbed the pond so I could pump water out of it. So anyway, I go down there and I want to put a cap on this part because I don't want it to freeze this winter. But what I noticed is it was pretty soft. And so I started thinking, there might be a little bit of leak inside of here, just underneath the surface. So I went and got the skid loader and I started digging up that pipe just a little bit so I could get at it so I could inspect it. Well, as soon as I dug that first thing out, that pipe shot off and my pond started to drain. And it's cold, guys. And, and I don't know if you ever tried to cap a pipe that's got, I don't even
Rushing water coming
60
out of it.
million gallons of water behind it, pushing down.
How big is the
2-inch pipe? Yep, it's just push water around the farm. And so I today was down in the mud on my hands and knees, trying to clean the mud out, trying to expose this pipe so I could try to get it plugged so that my pond
doesn't empty.
Yeah, it doesn't empty. And so that was a warm, thrilling experience for me tonight. Yeah, not what I had planned on doing, but don't play in the mud in the water in the winter.
In the winter. Yeah.
It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. Hey, Spags is here. Hey, pretty cool. So tell them about your day, because you also had a challenging day.
I did have a challenging day. I heard some banging going on, and I went outside and realized that the wind, we are experiencing 23-mile-an-hour winds right now.
Which is nothing.
No, it's pretty actually common around here. But the TV antenna that was mounted, 3 stories up?
On the fireplace?
On the rock fireplace had broken off and was dangling by the coax cable. And with the wind, it was just banging up against the chimney. And so I didn't tell you. So I called bucket truck.
Okay.
And he's on vacation. So I called the neighbor.
Like apparently we're all on vacation.
I called the neighbor. Do you know anybody with a bucket truck? The winds don't want to get up on a ladder on the roof in the wind, especially alone.
Yeah.
So I called the neighbor, and he said, "Oh, call this guy has a bucket van." And he said, "But if it's plastic, it might just break off." And I said, "No, it's hanging by the coax cable." And he said, "Meh, it still might just break off." So I thought, okay, well, I'll give it about 30 minutes. And sure enough, I was like, didn't hear the banging. So I went outside and I'm like, well, it's gone, but I don't see it. So it had landed in the pool that I had to fish out of the pool. And then doing chicken chores this morning, I had 2 birds that have broken legs, broken feet, or
injured feet.
Injured, yeah. So I soaked them in Epsom salt. 2 birds in the winter in the greenhouse, and then had to try to dry them. And then I went back out, and there was another one with an injured foot. So now I have 3 birds with injured feet. And I don't know why this is happening. You thought it might be because of the roosts.
Yeah, them just jumping off the roost.
Too tall. Because they're in the rafters. Isn't that what you call those? Mm-hmm. They're in the rafter. They get up on the roost, but then they want to go higher. So they get up as high as they can into the rafters of the coop. And then I don't know if they're jumping down and breaking their legs, but I'm suspicious to think that all 3 of them are roosters. Yeah. I've grown these from babies, and from
eggs.
Yes, from I incubated them.
Right. And
so I don't know, because they're not fully grown, if they're roosters. Mm-hmm. But I kind of think that the other roosters might know that they're roosters, and so maybe they're beating on them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but we've had chickens for a while, and this is now becoming a problem. So I don't know. I was talking to the neighbor lady for Thanksgiving, mm-hmm. and she said, baby, if you take a chick and hold it by its legs and hang it upside down, hold it upside down, that a roo will try to bring his head up to where a hen will just lay down.
Or just check their earlobes. Just check their earlobes.
Come on now. So I don't know. I can't tell a rooster from a hen until it actually, has the pointy tail or the pointy hip feathers and the tail feather and the boop boop claws.
Amy B says that they had a water main break in January years ago, and it still hasn't worn off. Yeah, I relate. Juby Joe, good evening to you. Katie, hi you guys. Love you both. Love you. Much love back. Amy B says time for a coop cam, which I can easily do.
I would totally. Then can I speaker it in? Stop it.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem is the way you are. I mean, guys, she literally gave 3 chickens Epsom salt baths today.
I did.
Yeah, this is like literally happening, right?
For 30 minutes apiece.
In the winter. Tell them how you did it.
In a bucket.
And you cut a hole out of the bucket and stuck their head out the top and let them soak in the water.
I did. I went and I took your jigsaw and I cut a hole in the lid. And then I filed it so it wasn't sharp. And then I put the hot water from the wood burning stove into the bucket, melted the Epsom salt, or dissolved it, and then added a little bit of cold water so it wasn't so hot. And then I went and got the bird, brought it in. Boop. It was a spa day for the
chickens.
For the free chickens, the free man chickens.
The free man chickens had spa day. Hey, Hilltop Home Place says, I found a secret. Want deer plant cantaloupes. They ate every one just before they were ripe. Yeah, we planted a bunch of clover for the deer this year. They really liked that a lot. And they actually tore up your cowpeas pretty good too.
Yes. The cowpeas, the strawberries. I cannot get a strawberry patch because every time I plant them, they come in and they just pluck them right out of the ground.
Yeah, Still Rose says if you have a trail cam, set it up in the coop. Maybe you can find out. Yeah, we will find out, and I think that's a great idea.
Trail cam's a good idea.
Yeah. Let me see here, Jimmy Joe. Yes, chicken cam, big kid tag. We had a similar problem with feet and put one of those inch-thick stall mats in the coop. No problem since it absorbs the landing shock. Which you can go buy them at. I guess I can't.
And line the entire coop with
just a rubber mat. When I grew up, you guys don't know this about me, but I grew up on a quarter horse farm, and my dad showed quarter horses, all over the world. Was very successful at it. But that's what he did in the stalls. They were all rubber mats.
They just pooped on the rubber mat.
Yeah, and you just clean them up. Just no different than cleaning a dirt floor. You're just cleaning a rubber floor. It's just a big mat.
I didn't know rubber would sustain urine.
Yeah. Horse Range Mountain Farm. How are you?
Hi.
Carlene, hello. Use Comfrey and it will heal the broken bones.
I have Comfrey salve.
And you chose Epsom salt.
Damn YouTube.
I thought you were like this naturalist.
One of them is swollen and it's black and blue.
Data says Manny Petty's for the chickens today. Big Kid says it's easier to clean than the wood floor.
Oh.
Yeah. Dana wants to know if you called Billy Bond. Yeah, because he does the salve and all that with the.
Oh, I got some from Lisa.
Oh yeah,
at camp.
Yeah. Okay.
She makes it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So we have a local source.
No. Holloway.
Oh, that's pretty local. That's Arkansas.
That's not local.
Well, it's kind of local. Lisa Holloway in here apparently makes it as well, and apparently we got some, and apparently B didn't use it.
No, because I was hoping to save that for myself. Actually, I didn't even think about it. So
yeah,
I could rub their legs.
Well, hey, show them your shirt, by the way. So you
got my Soil Sister shirt on from Black's Tropical Homestead.
Yeah, there's a channel that we follow called Black Tropical Homestead, and they crack me up. You'd have to go watch them. You have to go understand. But Bobby, the guy there, is just this monster of a man. And to listening to him and his bride talk about
Sherry.
Yeah, they would talk about things like they got me hooked. They were talking about vanilla extract or artificial vanilla in the stores was made out of the excrements of beaver butts.
Beaver butts.
And so they just crack me up and make me laugh. So I was over there watching it today. And so we're wearing this in honor of Black's Tropical Homestead. So if you guys want to find another great channel with some really cool people, they're down in Georgia and they grow all tropical stuff, stuff that we can't grow up here.
I know. She can grow a pineapple.
I know, right? They're talking about bananas tonight.
Yeah.
It was just fascinating to me. But if you guys get over there, that is Black's Tropical Homestead. Yeah, Juby Joe. And I like them because they crack me up. They're just funny people.
Yeah, I can say that a lot.
And, well, yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, if people can make you laugh, I'm all about that.
Yeah, you like him.
Yeah, I mean, he cracks me up. He was, they just got bees not long ago.
Oh.
And so they were talking.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah. So they were talking about the learning curve of bees.
Yes.
And, and all of these kind of things. And yeah. All right. Amy B says you can also add some comfrey to their feed.
I have the comfrey in the greenhouse.
I know you do.
Just boop, 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 chop it up.
Boop. Well, how's that?
I think I just put it in their hole. I wouldn't have to chop it up. Boop, boop, boop.
You're just going to put it in their hole.
put the leaves of the comfrey plant into the chicken coop?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they'll just peck it?
Yeah, probably.
I don't have to chew it for them, right?
I thought you were giving them a chicken enema.
Come on now. It's not
Yep.
that kind of spa.
Not that kind of spa. Or Strange Mountain Farm says we're great. Hope you guys are. Yeah, we're doing great. Life is grand. Let me see. Big Kid says I got all the water out of my tractor fuel system today. That was a blast over the last few days. Oh yeah, this is just not the time of year to be doing that stuff.
We've done that several times.
Dog Creek Farm says Billy Bone Sauce will keep deer out. I used it and it works. Yeah, we have some. I don't think we've ever used it though, have we?
I have no idea. I don't remember even where I put it.
Of course.
And it's in a jar. Oh my gosh, I hope it's labeled.
Lisa Holloway says, I can send some more for you, B. Save the chickens. Gypsy says, my wife says, tell B thanks for the recommendation of Rosie's workwear. She got hers and wore them on the farm today. She loves them. Yeah, they're guys, for girls, they're made for girls. Instead of, like, unfortunately, work on the farm, typically you're wearing men's clothes, men's overalls, men's coveralls, men's coats, all of this, because it's just how they're built. And, so Rosie's are great. B really loves hers.
Yeah. They last so long, too. Like,
yeah.
I have 4 pairs, and I have had them
the whole time. Yeah.
One pair has tears, and the pink pair has tears in the knees and in the pocket.
Yeah, Big Kid says it looks like I bought fuel at some point right after they filled the in-ground tanks and then put it in the tractor. Yeah, so you got a bunch of water in it. Yeah, there was a day not long ago where a buddy of mine came over and recommend. Yeah, this was fun. He recommended me put some heat in the skid loader, and so I said, "Go ahead, put it in there." And so he went and put it in, and then we realized he put gasoline heat in there.
Yeah.
So I had to crawl, and then the skid loader is not easy to drain stuff out of. Yeah. I had to crawl up underneath it, which is already low, drop the skid plates, get them out up underneath there, get to the drain plug, drain it, get all of the fuel
and
out of there.
Because it's so low to the ground, you can only fit something
coffee can
this big underneath it. And it's like a 13-gallon tank. So
yeah, it's not
1 gallon at a time. Hurry up, dump it.
Yep.
There's like a chain of gasoline.
And then when I was in there, I said, "Hey, B, let me borrow your flashlight." She had this little Surefire light that was really, really cool. And I was in there working, and I set it down. And then when I got out of there, I drove over and broke it. Mrs. Hack says, "Oh, banana cream pie, yum yum." I'm in the mood for some banana cream pie right after my pumpkin roll.
Yeah, pumpkin roll first. I'm just not there yet. I've had a crazy week.
Yeah. Noodlehead is hello from Kentucky.
Hello.
Yeah. What's Packard say there? Local cleanse. Local. I think he's making a joke here about my.
Oh, colonics.
Oh, so you understand? Conflin usually gets applied to the damaged area, not ingested.
Okay, figures.
Dorothy, hello. Getting Deep says he said put it in their hole. B.
No.
Bone sauce lid is labeled B. Just got mine this week.
Thank goodness. Indeed, I think it was WHOLE, not HOLE. Hole, not hole.
Juby Joe says Rosie's. So why don't you explain to Juby Joe what Rosie's are?
Rosie's workwear are coveralls or overalls that you can wear that are contoured to fit female structures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're made in the Midwest. Right? They're made in Manhattan, Kansas, and they're super tough. Bee's had them a long time. She wears them almost every single day, all the way through, and really
not in the summertime.
Not in the summertime though. Yeah. So
they have knee pads, and the pants have knee pad pockets where the knee pad tucks up in there, and it Velcros closed. So when you're doing stuff on your knees, you can just get down and stand up, and you don't have anything strapped to your legs.
Yeah. If you, Juby Joe, if you go back into our channel, just a few videos ago, B did a review of Rosie's workwear. It was like, what, 4 videos ago, 3 videos ago? I mean, not very long ago. Katie said, I signed up with freestanding last night. Thank you.
Wonderful. See you there.
Yeah, that was a challenge today, too. I'm having some issues with the app today. It's just always something. Skanes Girl, hello, welcome. LJC, happy Friday, freedom friends. Hello, hello, and I will see you soon.
Soon.
Yep. Heat is nothing but alcohol and usually works in gas or diesel. I wish I'd have known that at the time. I wouldn't have drained all my gas, but I'm like, if it's not made for it, I got to go.
The red bottle says diesel on it. The yellow bottle says
gasoline.
Don't use in diesel.
Yes.
So that's why we drained it.
Yep. Starla, hello. Packrat says Billy Bone Sauce comes in a mason jar. The wife got some for me. Later in the night, I pulled it out of the pocket at back to land festivals, looked at him wide-eyed at the food line. Hey, Dwight, how are you? Yeah, hey, Dwight, I don't know if you'd let me do it, but you had a comment on one of my videos this week that I got to tell you, bud, just warmed my heart.
It was wonderful.
It was an absolute, and I'm a big guy on the messages that aren't said, and those kind of things. And Dwight, I can tell you, it meant a lot to me, and it was absolutely the reason why we do a lot of the things we do, and it just made my whole day. Packrat said, and then he said, "Is there some chips I can try this bone sauce with? I dare you." There's no way.
I heard it stinks.
B said the whole. Tag heard the whole.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah. Carlene says you absolutely can ingest comfrey as medicinal. You can also make a tincture and spray it on. Okay. Juby Joe says I'm 5'10". Will I fit? Yes. They have all kinds of different sizes.
Yeah, they have petites and then they have regulars and
I think there's 10 or 12 different sizes of them there. And I've there's a bunch. Yeah, last time I ordered them, there was actually some on Black Friday before the holiday sale at like $55 when normally they're about $100. And so you might want to try it. Can Squatch, hello. Big Kid said, news to me, they must have changed it since I last bought or used any. Yeah, we use it up here a lot because we get, the winters can be, pretty rough. Still Rose says a mechanic friend would take the center boards off of his trailer and then load his skid steer and other low ride vehicles when he had to work underneath them. That's smart.
That's smart.
Yeah, I'd rather just get a hoist for my shop.
For the skid loader to lift it up?
Yep. Yep. Dwight says, just fine. Don't know what it was, but you have my permission to use anything publicly that I post in your videos. Thank you very much. And if we get some time here tonight, what I'd like to do is read that statement because it really, to me, embodies what many of us are trying to accomplish, Dwight, you included. And I think it really sums it up well. And like I said, it made my whole day, and it gave me purpose as to why we do some of the things that we do. And I appreciate that you don't know, but I'm telling you, to me, it was a big deal. I actually went and got B.
Yeah.
Said, B, come here, you got to read this. So Packrat said, Billy looked at me all serious and said, I'm going to have to take that away from you, man. Yeah. Starla says, you two look nice tonight.
Aw.
Well, it's easy to look good when you're surrounded by such beauty. Right? Right, baby?
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Dwight says he's glad to be an encouragement. Okay, so I'm fairly caught up. So let me talk about what things I'd like to talk about tonight. So let's talk about the giveaway. So tonight we're going to give away the giveaway. And but I figured I'd give you guys some statistics behind the giveaway because I find them fascinating. So there was 192 entries. 103 of them voted for the Hive and 89 for the Stapler. Let's see it, girl.
I pick good gifts. I am a better gift giver than you.
Yep. And so I've loaded all of the names into a spinny wheel on my other screen on my computer. And when we get to it, I'm just going to hit spin and we're going to give away a beehive, which is pretty cool, right?
Yes.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah. I'm excited about that too.
You entered all 180 people in there.
Yes. That's why
why you were here all day.
No, not all day. I started at about 5:00.
Oh.
But yeah, It took me a couple hours to get them all in there.
Oh, is that what that list of names was?
Yes. Yes. And so, I had to come up here and enter every single name.
I thought that was
Dog Creek Farm says I ordered my nukes and hives yesterday. Pretty exciting. Guys, bees are fascinating. What do you like about bees the most?
I think that they're calming. At first I thought that the hum that they make got me anxious. My heart would start to pound and I would get so nervous. And now I go over there and it's pretty calming. It's just a constant noise. And I think that is calming. You don't think that's calming? You
No.
aren't in there enough to.
No, there's nothing calming about them.
You get your butt kicked once, and
guys,
now
you
you're
know,
a little afraid.
it's so funny about the beehives. Like we go over there, bees over there, and you know she's all petite. They don't bother her. But man, and then she gets me to go over there to do things like, you know, pick up the hives or carry the honey or whatever, the hard laborious stuff. So I go over there and help her. And I'm gonna tell you, if I have 1 millimeter of exposed skin, I get my butt kicked every single time. They don't like me, or maybe it's just because I have a deeper voice, or maybe it's because they're used to her and not used to me. Who knows? I don't know what it is.
I think they sense your uncomfortableness.
Yeah, well, it's because I get
and then you mess up, and then they get you.
I get stung all the time. Last year we were out there, and I wore tennis shoes over my whole full suit, but tennis shoes, and I got 13 or so stings in my ankles
and the tip of your nose,
and 2 or 3 right in the tip of my nose. Yeah, because
like,
I bent over and the mask was on me, and it was just pressed up against my nose, and they knew it just like that.
And you could see, so when a bee stings you, their stinger comes out. So there were 3 little stingers in his tip of his nose.
Starla says, I need help on how to install a wood burner. Starla, I did a video just not very long ago of installing a wood stove, all the way from the wood stove, all the way up through the ceiling, the whole thing. Check it out. But the other thing is, I'd be happy to visit with you on a Zoom or through email. It's really not that hard. But there's a lot of variables depending upon the kind of roof you have and what kind of flashing that needs, and, you know, all of those kind of things. Randy said, oh, and I forgot this. He had asked us before. How did that meeting go with the local people that didn't know about freesteading? Well, it was actually a little bit more than that. It wasn't just freesteading. They did not know that the community existed, which is so funny to me because we're all right in the same, you know, general area. So this is a whole nother community trying to build that we got invited into, and then we all went. But it was a great meal. We sat down and laughed, and a couple people got up and talked about, you know, raising goats or milking cows. Sorry.
Yes.
Right. They were milking cows. And then another one was talking about just preparing. So there was a couple of speakers that went on. The church donated the facilities for us to use. And we have another big one coming up here on the 10th. And there'll probably be 100. Oh my goodness. I bet there's 100 people in there. And we're going to have a massive, we're calling it the feast, you know, that we made to each other. Let me see here. But Starla, I'd be happy to help you. Let me see, Dwight. Does B should get a beehive, or do you just get to keep the tool? No, so I get to keep the tool, and she has to give away her beehive. Right, Dwight? I'm gonna tell you, it's a very important lesson to negotiating. Okay, this is from years and years and years and years of business experience. Always get into deals where you win either way.
Yep.
Amy B says, Honeybee Democracy is an amazing book. Oh, Homestead Aquarius, hello. See, Amy, does bee feed you bananas before you go to the bee yard?
I've heard that. No.
Not typically.
But the scent of the banana is supposed to not make them happy.
Oh, well, apparently I smell like banana because they are not happy. Garlene says Billy Bond calls bees flying snapping turtles. Yeah, I call them spicy raisins because one of my boxers eats them. Mm-hmm. Dude, he always gets stung and he swells up, and he loves
them.
Wasps, hornets, any of that stuff. He'll eat them all.
There was one time I had a bee on the concrete out front, and it was exhausted. It wasn't flying. It was just there. And I went into the kitchen and got a little spoon with some honey on it. And I brought it out and I put it on the ground. And she crawled right over to it and started slurping it up. And I was like, oh, wonderful. I saved her life. I feel so great. And she like flew off and my dog just ate it. That's how it goes, man. That is our life. Oh, another thing. So, hey, I was looking out the window right here, looking at the dam. It was such a beautiful scene. Let me tell you this. Okay, so it was beautiful day. It was clear skies. and I could see across the dam on the other side, there were two squirrels just chasing each other. So cute. And I was like, oh, that is so cute. And this bird comes and it swoops down over the water and it takes off in flight. And I'm just like, God, that is just beautiful. Thank you for showing me this scene. This is my farm. And then another bird comes in and boop, picks up one of them squirrels and just takes off with it. Murderer. And I was just like, oh, this is so beautiful. God, thank you for showing me this. Oh, what just happened? Oh my gosh, what? Jeez, I just saw that. Wow. And then like not too long, I just sat there and watched. I'm like, I can't believe I just saw that. Well, then shortly thereafter, the one squirrel came out of the tall grass and was like running around, like looking for his friend.
Let me see here. Juby Joe says, was taught to save the drowning bees by a neighbor who had bees that would drink around a bird bath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Bee saves them all the time. She actually cracks me up sometimes because a bee will fly by and she'll be like, oh, hello. Thanks for visiting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are so weird.
They know me. They think of me.
Mm-hmm. Starla says Zoom perfect. Yeah. You know, another thing, Starla, you can do on Freesteading on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. If you just go to Freesteading, there'll be a link right on the news feed of a Zoom meeting that goes on. And a lot of people who are in here tonight were in the Zoom meeting on Thursday. And we just sit and talk about homesteading and talk about what goes on. And I really like the format because, again, I get to meet everybody and visit. It was really cool.
I really like it.
Yep. Vicky says we ordered for nukes yesterday. Yeah, super cool.
Wonderful. You won't regret it.
Jonathan says, I've mostly been exposed to only Africanized mean bees. I'm glad the ones that show up in my garden are the calmer kind. So it's nice for me to get used to those noises without freaking out. Mm-hmm. All we have is the Africanized mean bees. And I say that kiddingly. But here's another thing, guys. Let me tell you something. The more ferocious that hive is, especially in my climate, the better they make it.
Yeah.
The tougher they are. And so if you have a very docile hive, and they've got to fight rodents, and they've got to fight mites, and they've got to fight moths, and they've got to fight all of the stuff that goes on. They don't, at least in my experience, they don't tend to make it as well. Hilltop says, I'm going to put in perennials for the first time. Has anyone grown New Zealand spinach, lovage, or Good King Henry? I'm going to try them. I have not grown any of them. Have you? No. Cannot find the video of you and the pharmacist.
On Freesteading.
Freesteading. So, what you're talking about is Neethi. I did a live this week. Well, I did a couple lives this week, but one live I did this week was with Neethi. That's Niti from the Food Church. Neethi the pharmacist is what she goes by. So she has a YouTube channel, Starla, and you can certainly find it there. And then I also did a live with Garen as we did the last of the 28 Principles of Liberty.
Isn't it pharmacist?
With an F, yeah. Neethi the pharmacist. Never Alone Homestead says, hey, y'all from North Carolina. Hello. All right, let's get out of here without losing my spot.
Circle D right here.
Oh, cool. I didn't go very far. Good. Hey, Circle D Homestead. Hello. Let me see. Lisa says, I have the vision of the bees holding hands that fall into your motto, hold the line.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah, we can use that in some logo stuff.
Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, we can use that. We can make some t-shirts.
Hold the line, and then a bunch of bees hold hands. I love it.
Glenn, hello. Yes, sky raisins, regular and spicy flavor. Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah. Hey, Rick, how are you? Rick said he made it. Yep. Life in the country definitely has its bad and good sides. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I don't really see them as either as good or bad. I think it's just part of the journey. I tell B all the time that nature is brutal. And when you accept the freedom of your own life, you accept some of that brutality, and we've used this example many times on the show, but do you want to be the lion on the Serengeti running, or do you want to be the lion in the zoo? Well, the problem is the lion in the Serengeti also has to deal with everything else, right? They got to deal with the harshness of, of it. And so I think that's just part of it. I actually embrace it. Rick, we finally received 4 inches of snow last night in northern Utah. No snow. Amy B says, at least the yellow line. Yeah. Randy says, yeah, great image of a beeline. We'll do a t-shirt of that. Lisa, if you don't mind, and if you want to or something, if you don't mind, let me know and I'll do a hold the line shirt with a bunch of bees. Vicky says that they're growing Bloomsdale spinach. Yeah, Juby Joe says fantastic bee merch. Yeah, for sure. Rick says the app is amazing. Well, the app was amazing all the way up till today. It is giving me a fit today, and I'm having, not everybody, but if there's people having some issues with it right at the moment. I'm trying to get it fixed. But Packrat said everybody wants to be a lion until it's time to do lion. Amen. I could not agree more, Packrat. That is so well said. Everybody wants to be a lion until it comes time to be a lion. God, that's so great. Lisa says, I'll be the first to order the shirt. Okay, so will you get it? Now, guys, here, we're going to do a vote here tonight, okay, in reference to making these shirts. I can get them made cheaply, okay? If you're just using my online, store, wherever they source them through YouTube and all that, they'll come out, they'll be inexpensive, they'll be screen printed. But the other thing that I can do is like this right here is ink infused, right? This will never come off. It don't crack. It don't, any of that stuff. I can get those done like that too. And we source those locally. But I'll get some made up if people want to buy them, but I just let you guys know they're more expensive. But you guys tell me how.
Well, if they order the ones through the website, if you do it through the website, then they can order and it's just shipped to them.
Correct.
If they do it through Our Lady, they have to wait for the design. They have to wait for her to make them. Then they have to wait for me to ship them. Yeah.
You got all that stuff to deal with. But Juby Joe says no cheapies. Utah is the beehive state. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Packrat says price points. Yeah, so a t-shirt on, I'm just kind of going to go off my memories, probably $18 on YouTube. And if I go get them printed out, they're probably $24-25 a piece, something like that. And again, I'm guessing we didn't have t-shirts made.
Well, we had our
the Freeman stuff. Yeah, what did they cost? You remember?
$27, I thought.
$27, yeah. Yeah, but I like them better because they're soft, they don't crack. I like them a lot better. Circle D, let me see. Circle D Homestead says I can't find the Freeman cap. Okay, so Circle D, you can find them if you go to on this YouTube channel. There's a store right up underneath the picture of the video, and you can go and click them. But I'm going to tell you, they're junk. They're not great. I say that.
I thought somebody else said that they weren't that bad.
Yeah, they're okay.
Somebody else was like, "Hey, these aren't that bad."
These here, I actually have made and shipped in, and I'm actually getting ready to put in another order for them.
Yes, because we are out.
Yeah, if you want one of these, just tell me you want one of these, and I'll be happy to sell it to you at whatever I pay for it. From the cat place. Let me see here. Price points. The bees are doing the beeline dance. Yes, they are. Yeah, need a big bee. Okay, finally here and off the phone. That's cool. I'm glad you're off the phone, Hippocrates. Let me see. They want to be a lion, but they are just lying. That's also a good way to say that. Juby Joe says, I'll wait and prepay. You don't have to prepay. That part's fine. I don't mind doing it. But if people say that they would rather have the ink infused versus this should be screen printed, right?
I don't know what you call it.
Printed.
It's got like a...
Yeah, it's like a sticker, basically. Yeah. And the problem with those is that over a few washes, they crack, right? They peel off. They do those. These will never do that.
No, because that is
it's ink infused, right?
In the cloth,
right?
Yeah.
Right. B, you have tried growing adzuki or know anyone in the area who has tried it? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know.
Circle D Homestead says, I want one. Well, Circle D Homestead, this is all you got to do, bud. Email me, tagandb@lifedonefree.com and tell me where to send one. And then what I'll do is I'll get you one shipped out to you. When you get it, just send me a check or whatever it is. It'll work out fine. Lisa says, I definitely like the quality of the t-shirts I received. Yeah, so Lisa, you got the ink infused ones. And aren't they soft? I mean, they're just such a better product in my opinion. Where is Grumpy and Yoda tonight? I have no idea. I don't know what they're doing. Big Kid says, no plastic print on shirts, just yuck. Yeah, I'm not a big fan either. See, Amy B says, Adzul. How did you say that, baby? You're so much better at this than I am.
I don't know.
Adzulivis, a beautiful red and white splotched dry bean. Oh, okay.
Oh, I had the red and white splotched beans, but they were called New Mexico dry.
Okay.
from Buffalo Seed. That's
Okay.
remember the ones that I got the big bag full?
Yeah, I wonder if they're the
the
same.
red and white. I don't.
Okay.
She actually hand wrote on it New Mexico dry.
Now Starla says that she's grown them, Jonathan.
Actually,
Randy, Grandpa always told me to buy good tools. I think the same applies to clothes. Yeah, I would just rather be comfortable and be soft. Lisa says very soft, and the fit is better for this round girl. I like them way better, and so again, I'd be happy, guys, to pass them on. Rick says I'll order the ink infused next month. All right, so I'll get an order of. We're going to do some hold the line shirts, right, with bees, right,
stretched across,
holding hands.
Yep.
Right.
How are you have to come up with a design?
I'll get it. Yep, I'll get it. Life with Mike and Jen. Hello. Says I've grown adzuki beans. Pretty easy as most beans. If you have eaten any Asian food with red bean paste, that's what they're made from.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Jonathan says that azuki is a red bean sometimes used in Asian sweet dishes like a sweet paste. I found some seed packets of them while picking. Cool. Packard says we have a friendly dog on our church road. He loves to snap at irritated hornets, has never met a skunk in the evening that he won't play with. Happy boy. He's not one of the world's greatest thinkers. Though, you got to love them when they got courage like that, right?
Happy boy.
Yep. Yep. Hey, Rick, send me an email, tagandbe@lifedonefree.com. And guys, I'm sorry, but if you want to order the ink infused, that's the only way I have to do it. I have to go get them, and I'm happy to do it. But that's the only way I get like I said, if you guys look at this hat, oh, look at my hair. I mean, it's a good quality, solid hat, and it's got my little light bulb on the back.
At least it's clean.
And it's clean. Yep. And we can get them in visors. We had pink ones last time. I'm getting ready to have some beanies made because I like to wear beanies in the wintertime to cover my ears.
I'm working on that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Jonathan, I have someone who will do them if she can't.
So she sent me a fleece beanie.
Which is what I want.
Fleece.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was also all one, like the one that you wear has it's one and it goes down over your ears.
Yeah, I don't care.
And this is all one ring.
Yeah. Starla says, Jonathan, if you need a pack of seeds, let me know. I have them. That's very nice of you, Starla. Juby says, I'm going to order your homestead hoodies. I'm cold 9 months of the year. Yeah, these are, these are the freesteading ones that we get done here. These are not the ones you find on freesteading. The ones on freesteading and the ones on my channel are just the ones that from the print on demand shops that YouTube and, that those guys, use. And they're fine if you want screen printed, and they're cheaper, and that's good, but I prefer these, and even though they cost more money.
Yeah, you wear these all the time.
All the time. I love my blue hoodie that I wear all the time. It says Freeman on it. It is my favorite thing I own as far as clothing goes. It's just so soft, Life with Mike and Jen said they also have less gas effect on your GI tract. That's good for you.
Yeah, I like that. Good for you.
I
don't even mind.
If you have an issue eating beans, you can cook and use like black-eyed peas.
Yeah.
Azuki is what is used to make red bean paste in Japanese food. Yep. Jonathan Starla, thanks. I will see if these that he found are any good. Yep. Lisa says, oh, fleece beanie. See, that's what I'm talking about, right? I'm back. My daughter was telling me how she shot her 8-point buck, more meat. How wonderful is that? You got to love those girl hunters. There's not a lot of them left. Juby says, so I have to order hoodies from you directly? Well, it depends, Juby. You can go buy Freesteading and Life Done Free hoodies on the YouTube channel and on Freesteading under the apparel tab. Mm-hmm. But they're not the ones that I wear, right? The ones that I wear, I have done locally because I like the ink infused. I like the softness.
And we like to do business locally.
And I like to do business with her because she's like-minded and she's local, and I'm giving my money there. So if you want the ink infused, you have to order them directly from me. And it's going to be a longer
It'll
wait.
Be a wait. She'll have to order the shirts, and then she has to actually press each one.
Yep. And so it's going to take longer. It's going to cost more money, but it's a way better product. Let me see. Kathy Garner says, tag, I really, really want bees all way on vacation shirt. I couldn't find it on your site or Freesteading.
It's on Yoke Up.
Always on vacation.
The
Is that?
Bee's Always on Vacation.
Uh-huh.
She sent it to me. It's on her page.
I wonder if they're,
Isn't
are they
it?
selling? them?
Oh, I think so.
American
Wait a minute.
Roots.
Does that make sense? Is she on here?
Yeah, American Roots. I wish they were in here so they could tell us. American Roots is who sent her that shirt. The Bee is Always on Vacation. But we could absolutely build an Always on Vacation shirt. What would it look like?
I thought
Kathy?
the day that I wore it, she said I got it put up on my.
Okay, that'd be look at American Roots YouTube channel, which they're great friends of ours, and see if they sell it. But we could certainly build a Always on Vacation shirt. Big Kid says, I love my oilskin hats and duster by Outback Traders. Keep my head and shoulders dry no matter how bad the storm. Yeah, I love good gear. Hey, Glenn, good evening. He says he's all in for a beanie. Yeah, I got some being made. We're working on it right now as we speak. I'm going to get another order of hats, probably some more visors. The pink hats, we ordered pink hats that said free man, but they were not very popular. Is that because they said man on them and they were pink?
Probably because just they were pink.
Okay. Juby Joe says, I need the ones you wear. Yeah, you just send me an email and tell me what you want, and I'll go figure out what the price is, and I will get them to you. I'll ship them to you. No problem. Happy to. Let me see. Life with Mike and Jen says, I sent some to Danny and Wanda 4 or 5 years ago since Danny has a temperamental GI tract. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone know where to get greasy bean seed? I've never even heard of that. Have you?
No.
Jonathan, I made Adzuki cookies one time. Mixed bean paste with a sugar cookie dough. Pretty interesting.
That does not surprise me.
Yeah, what I think that's funny about that is he used the word interesting. Like most people would have said, it was decent. It was pretty good. But no. Jonathan said it was interesting. Mrs. Hack says Yoda is coming soon.
Good.
Jonathan says, good timing. I just finished the dishes. Yep, Maytag.
We'll have to ask Grumpy if we could change his name.
Kathy Garner says, thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. And to Ansel Circle D, tag the letter NB. So tag NB at lifedonefree.com. Can one of the mods in here put up my email address so they can have it? Lisa says, pink show dirt. Oh, maybe that's why.
Oh.
That makes sense. Grumpy Acres, welcome. Good evening.
Hi.
Danny will know where to get greasy bean seeds. Yeah. Grumpy, I'm glad you're here. I'm assuming it's Yoda.
She said, no. Oh, change his name. Oh, Yoda. So I said to Tag, why did you name him Maytag instead of KitchenAid?
I didn't get it at first, but just think about it. You'll get it.
Of course she's going to get it.
Yeah, that was fun. Well, I would argue KitchenAid's might be a superior brand. What do you think?
I would prefer it.
Yeah. Well, you guys want to do a giveaway real quick?
Yes.
I think we should. Go
Yeah.
ahead and do that too. You think?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Do it. Say as you wish.
As you wish.
Say it one more time.
As you wish.
Whirlpool. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to give away a beehive. And if you guys remember, this is not just any beehive. Right? Why don't you explain the beehive we're going to give away? What is it? And what comes with it?
So it is the Better Bee Lyson hive. It is a polystyrene hive, and they have a couple of different models of the polystyrene hive. This particular one has, well, I guess if you want the one without the latches, you can have the one without the latches, but I prefer the latch kit because then you don't have to stick anything on the top to keep the lid on, because all of them lock together. So there's no way that a deer or anything can like push anything part of it away. So they went okay, so it's double deep, and then the inner cover is either a polystyrene inner cover that has plugs in it that you can either put in to keep the heat in, or you can take out so that the ventilation can circulate. And then I think there's 2, 4, so there's 6 of those circles on the top of the inner cover. And then the which is the one I have, or the cloth inner cover, which I've never dealt with. So I don't know much about that. The only thing about that I would see is once they start like propolising around and wax and honey, that inner cloth might get kind of weird because of the substances that are in the hive. So anyway, so it's a bottom board, 2 deeps, and then a inner cover and an outer cover.
And
a mouse guard.
Doesn't it also have the frames? Did you say that already?
Oh, and the frames. I mean, the frames do come with the
black and yellow, right?
Black or yellow.
Black or yellow. You got to pick which one you want.
They are plastic frames, either colored in black or colored in yellow.
Okay, so what's the advantages?
The black frames are easier to see eggs and larvae in when you are doing your inspections. So because those are white and the frame is black. So when you're holding it up, and especially for like new beekeepers, when you're holding it up, it's easier to see what kind of patterns you've got. Because when you're doing your inspections, you want to make sure that you have all of the, components to a healthy hive. So I prefer the black because just for that reason. I have both. But they're the white, they're kind of yellow, are just the normal ones. So
right there. That was funny.
What?
Hippocrates says easier to decorate inside. I mean, it's a hive full of women.
And drones.
Okay, Rick says your website's not coming up. You're talking about freesteading? What website you talking about, Rick?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, who knows?
That's not what you were talking about, was it?
No, I had freesteading up earlier and had no problem.
You said you were having problems.
No, I was having problems with some app features. But I was having no problems with pop right up.
That's up. Okay, so the hive, right? Right.
Yep, the hive.
Yeah.
Okay, so Life Done Free, Rick, doesn't have a website. We were talking about my email address. lifetagnb@lifedonefree.com is my email address. I don't have a website for Life Done Free.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just posted it up there. So let me tell you guys a little bit about the hive from my perspective, because, we all have different roles, and Bee's got a video coming out here pretty quick, and she titled it Men and Women Are Not Equal. And we all have different roles. And so like my role is the laborist. My role is to assemble the hives. My role is to do all that stuff, right? One thing I hate about the wooden hives is you get 2 years, maybe 3 years, and the bottom's falling apart.
They fray. The
seams are coming apart. And then that actually makes the bee have to work harder too, because they got to fill in all the cracks and you got to do all of this stuff, right? And so I think they're superior. They look like stormtroopers. Like we call them space hives.
The hives do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what I was going to say. What
you want to get
they're also significantly lighter than the wooden frames.
Yes.
Now I had picked, whoever gets the beehive, I had thought that I would give away the 10 frame beehive, which has 10 frames of, livable space in there. If you are somebody who doesn't think that you could handle a 10 frame, we can do the 8 frame for you. And that would just make it lighter when you're picking it up. I do have I have one 8 frame over there because I messed up when I bought it. I thought that I was buying a 10 frame. But you already have it there. You might as well, I don't know, 2 extra frames.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're older or if you're worried about the weight, or not even that, if you do it alone.
I do it alone.
Yeah, but how many times?
And it's a pain in the butt, you know?
Okay.
Although with these hives, I'm going to tell you, so like it is less of a pain in the butt because with the wooden hives, I have had it where like the boxes are they're supposed to be right on top of each other, right? So that there's nothing getting in. I've gone over there and have had a box, the top box, shifted ever so slightly, like a quarter or a half an inch off of the other box. And so it was just open where the water could just go right in, where it just something had moved it or bumped it or what, I don't know what happened. I mean, I didn't leave it like that. And so that's another thing, like with the latch kit. I mean, when you leave, you don't have to worry about anything, not being where it was when you left, because they're locked together. And so, that's what I was going to say. So the boxes, when they were on top of each other, the wooden ones, I would have to stick my hive tool in there and like crack or pop the seal of the propolis in order to get them apart. And then the frames are attached to the top box. So you have to take your hive tool and prop off each one of the frames. So for one person, and you're wedging it in there and you're trying to lift it, and they could weigh like 85 pounds, the box full. So trying to lift that up and pry the frames off of the bottom is a pain in the butt. The polystyrene hive, because they are exact, I don't have to pop the propolis because there's nothing for them to glue together. So it is so much easier.
Yeah. So you want to give one away?
I do.
Okay. So guys, this is what's going to happen. So I found a
spinny wheelie.
A spinny wheelie.
Oh yeah. Okay.
See, and I entered everybody in here to win this hive, and I'm just going to hit spin, and it's going to spin around. It's going to land on whoever it's going to land on. And then everyone will cheer, and that will be the end of that. Let me see here. Dwight says, love the signed dollar. Yeah. And we can talk about that a little bit on how it would, and how I got it. Right, Yoda? All right, everybody ready? Okay, here we go. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Spinning. Here we go. That's cool. I'm going to wait for it to cheer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it still going? It's still going.
So the winner of a brand new space hive belongs to Blockchain. Blockchain. So here's the deal, Blockchain. So what I need you to do is I need you to email me so I know where to send it. And then
wasn't he just in here?
He was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here or not. But so congratulations, Blockchain. And now here's the thing. If Blockchain does not contact me to get his hive, then
for like a week, right?
Let's call it a week.
1 week.
Yep.
7 days.
Yep. Then at this live, the next live that we do, we will keep spinning until somebody claims it. But I know Blockchain was in here a little bit before, and so anyway, I hope he says something and we can get him his hive. And congratulations on
Congratulations.
That. Yep. So then the next piece of news that I wanted to tell you guys is that B, through her amazing what's the word I want to use?
I have no
idea. Her persuasive abilities that she has on me, thought that it was unfair that we excluded half of the people who voted for the stapler. So we're going to give it away too. How cool is that? Okay.
Are you going to dispute again?
Well, yeah, but I gotta, hold on. I gotta change over because I've got.
Because then it'll pick another B person.
No, not the B person. I got to do the other one. I've got to load it. I've got it here. I'll copy and paste it. Just give me just a second. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll keep reading while we go on. Amelia. There you go.
B, the hive you are describing, are they like the ones that Dr. Leo recommends, or are they the traditional hives? They're the traditional hives. They're not the long hives. They're the long strum hive, not the horizontal hive. I have seen the horizontal hives, and they heat rises, and we live in the cold, so we stack tall. I guess Missouri, they use the horizontals over there, but I like these. That's what I started with. That's what I know. And that's what I recommend.
Yeah, Dwight said, I thought you had it worked out where you win either way. Well, I do, bud.
Absolutely.
I absolutely do. Happy spouse, happy house. And the fact of the matter is, you guys give so much to us. You know, you don't even know. I mean, I get so many comments all the time about, hey, thanks for what you do and all of that stuff. But the truth is, man, you guys drive me, you know? And so I win either way. I get I have a happy spouse anyway, and she loves me anyway, and it don't really matter. And it would, it'd be there anyway. But the fact of the matter is, we want to give back. And it's not really about the money or all of those things. Tonight we're going to give away more dollars in equipment than I have ever earned on YouTube in the life of YouTube. Okay. So it's not it's not that, I promise you. But we want to give back. Plus exciting, I get to give away tools, and I love tools.
And it's not fair he gets to keep it. No, I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
If he wanted another one, he'd just go buy it.
Yeah. So it's good. And I use mine. I was just using the stapler. I was finishing the insulation in pod 4. I have all the insulation in except one little wall. I've got to get a couple pieces in. But there we go. Right.
Yeah, that's exciting too.
Yep. So the good news about the stapler gig is that there's less people in the drawing.
Right.
Right. Because yours had the most people in it, right?
It had, quite a bit more.
Amelia says, I think about getting a hive or two, but I know my neighbors all spray. So death to the bees. Haven't seen any of the last 2 summers. Yeah, that's what happens when you spray.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. All right. Well, you guys ready to see who wins the staplers? Or we want to wait?
No, let's go.
You sure? You got anything else you want to talk about?
Nope.
You sure?
Let's see.
All right, here we go.
It'll be a girl.
It's good. Girls need tools too. It's moving. Is it gonna get there?
It's still going. It's still going. Is that same?
Ready? Okay,
1, 2, 3.
Rick. Congratulations, Rick, on winning a stapler.
Oh, what a stapler.
Okay, so let me see. Skeins girl said she could really use the
Do I need
stapler.
to write that down, or are you going to
No,
remember that? Okay.
No, they're going to have to. Well, thank you, Life with Mike and Jen. I appreciate that very much. And I'm telling you, all these super chats and stuff that we get all go to Freesteading.
Yes.
To keep it up and running, because it's definitely not free.
Not for you.
Yeah, not for me. Thank you very, very, very much. Okay, so
Rick has to send us at Tag and Be a Life Done Free his contact information.
Yep.
You have 1 week to do so.
Yes.
Or we're going to give it to somebody else.
Yep. So email me, tag and the letter NB at lifedonefree.com. Not .com. Yes, .com. So I have a lot of email addresses. Sorry. Anyway, email me there with your contact information so that we can ship it out. And Grumpy Acres, just put my email address in there.
Thank you.
Then we will get it shipped out this week to you guys. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope it makes you a tiny bit freer. Whether you get to spread freedom through pollination and getting your own honey and your own sweetener and all of that, or you get to spend freedom because you get to secure your chicken coop with a stapler or whatever it is. I put insulation in with mine, whatever it is. But congratulations to the winner, and thank you guys for all you do. And winners. And we would not be here without all of you guys. And so rock on, and thank you for all you guys do.
Yes.
Anything to say?
Yes. Nope. That's beautiful.
That's enough?
Yeah. You're amazing.
Yeah. What do you want?
Another beehive? I'll order 2.
Yeah.
No, I'm just teasing.
We will get them out, guys, though, right away. We've actually been waiting to order them because I don't want to have to ship them twice.
Yes.
So we actually have been waiting. And so soon we'll just have them shipped directly to you.
Yeah.
So
we didn't want to ship them to our house and then turn around and ship them to you.
Yep. Yep. So, and guys, we're going to do more giveaways. There'll be all kinds of stuff that we will use along the way. And anytime I get good deals, we'll continue to do that. Dwight, thank you, sir. And that will go directly to Freesteading. Okay. So where are we at? Life with Mike and Jen said, have you used it for hardware cloth? Going to have to make more chicken mobiles. Yes, I actually have. Although I'm going to tell you something, it's not what I would use.
Oh,
So there's a lot of different kinds of staplers out there. So the stapler that we're talking about shoots a T50 staple. So it's a
I
small.
was gonna say, what is that?
Yeah, it's a smaller staple. It works great for, chicken wire, and it would work fine for hardware cloth too. But the teeth aren't going to penetrate as deep. Versus like if you get what's called a narrow crown stapler, those staples can be 1.5 inches long, and so it really penetrates down into that wood good. If you were going to use the staple on hardware cloth, it would be fine. I would just put a couple extra in. Instead of putting one every foot, I might put one every 10 inches or something like that to make sure I got it good. But it will absolutely drive them all the way. That wouldn't be a problem at all. Okay, let me see here. Skanes Girl says she has several major manual staplers.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I used them for a long time. I'd never go back.
I have a slap stapler I use in the chicken coop.
Starla's asking the Terminator. It says, let me see. We just now both got home. My husband has a lot of nerve damage causing paralysis to the shoulder. Me getting better and news on cancer. It is not spreading. Awesome. Wonderful. Awesome. Coastal Redwood Homestead says planted 2 orders of Deep South Homestead sugar cane this year, and I'm really excited. Man, I wish we could grow that up here.
We are not. We're too cold.
Yep. Randy says Circle D Homestead, best way is to cut an opening, move them to a hive, but wait until spring. Yep. Let me see. Miley says, hello. Oh, hey, Miley. Chrissy, do you think anyone will start a community for single homesteaders? Yeah. When you say community, are you talking about like an online community? Or are you talking about like a camp where all the single homesteaders go? Because we've had some talk about doing a freesteading dating site on freesteading, like a connection site or something like that. Although I'm very worried about the legal ramifications of that.
Yes, but there's been a couple of single people who are like, yeah, let's do it. I'd
love to do, but what if?
I know.
I just worry.
Well, and the ones that are asking us to are ones that we know. So only thing is we'd have to open it up to people we don't necessarily know, and we don't have any control over.
Yeah. Horse Range Mountain Farm says, I have one of those staplers and we love it. Yeah, I love mine too. I use it all the time. Big Kid says they're trying to figure that out for freesteading. Yeah, we've had some conversations about it, for sure. And I know lots of single homesteaders, and I would love to get people, together in that way.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Dog Creek Farm says they have an M18 stapler narrow crown. Yep, it's not cheap, but it's very nice. Yeah, we have a narrow crown stapler. I use it for the big stuff. Like I actually even use it to staple cattle panels, and things like pretty heavy duty stuff. But it is really nice. Benign is the most wonderful word to hear in the English language.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Great news. You are both true winners today. Yeah, the real winner is, the Terminator and, Starla, who, there's some good health stuff going on. Yeah, Chrissy says in the freesteading community. Yeah, we're really talking about it, Chrissy. But again, I would be, if you came on there and, went out on a date with someone who was on there and they were like creepo, I mean, I would feel horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know how to screen all of that. I don't know how to ensure your safety.
We don't want to put you through any nightmares. We don't want to be responsible for your nightmares.
Well, I just don't want anything bad to happen,
Yeah, that would be a nightmare.
Yeah. Starlet says, hey, Tag, thanks for putting David the Good on freesteading. I now watch him on YouTube. He's awesome. He's a smart guy.
Me too.
Yeah. Lisa says, Chrissy, perhaps you could talk to Hippocrates Garden about setting up a Zoom. Yep. Thursdays, 7:00
Central Standard Time.
Yeah. Big Kid says, make everyone sign a release tag. Yeah. And I can do that. I can make it to where when you agree to the terms of service, it agrees to hold freesteading harmless. But that's part of it. But the other part of it, I just don't want someone to get hurt. I just worry about that. Fault. Yeah. Maybe the guys can hang a pair of rosy overalls at the end of their name, and the gals can hang a pair of roundhouse overalls after their name on the feed. I like that.
Yeah. If they're single?
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Don't you like that?
I think it'd have to be a whole new page.
Yeah.
It couldn't be something that's like accidentally, oops, I clicked it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
it'd have to be a whole page.
I can make it a tab where you got to click on a tab and then a whole nother thing opens up and you sign a separate terms of agreement. Yeah, there's something that we could do in there. I'm sure.
I could see like that going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
People are. I mean, not even for something like that. You wouldn't even have to be like and I hate to say this, like hookup, but it could be like instead. Never mind.
Did you just have a blonde moment?
I did.
Oh, tell us about it.
No,
Come on, Blondie.
because mayonnaise will spread over peanut butter. I'm not going there.
Oh, how funny. Oh, that's wonderful.
Never mind.
Look who's here.
Hey, Coog.
Yeah, Cougar's here. Cougar says, I don't want a man, I want a handyman. Yeah, Dwight said the
Right.
law is very detailed in dating sites, and they are stacked against wise, caring people. Yeah, I just worry.
See, so that's kind of where I was going to go with that. Like what Cougar says is that, you know, like the hookup thing, it doesn't necessarily have to be maybe like a boy girl thing. Like the two in Arkansas that are both girls that are trying to community up. Maybe it could be something like needing help with something else, like a handyman, or needing help, you know, friends. I need help. I really need help pulling all these tomatoes off. But I guess that's where the freestanding community would come from, you know, the state page instead of the singles page. So that's where I was going with that. That's why I was like, duh, that's the whole reason of freesteading.
Yeah.
So
I love the idea. I just worry. That's all. You know how I am with stuff like that. You know, I spent my whole career navigating risk.
And there are some lunatics out there.
Yeah.
So we don't want to harm anybody.
Yeah. And you know, to a couple points here. Let me back up. So real quick, Rick says, I humbly thank you and B for everything you do. You know, Rick, I remember your response. I have a memory like this. I don't know why I do.
He
but
does.
You can ask me a measurement from 6 months ago, and the chances are I'll still remember that measurement. I'm weird. I know. I can't help it. But anyway, I remember Rick's response. Because I asked everybody to tell me why you wanted it. And Rick talked about having arthritis. I probably shouldn't.
Well, it's on.
Sorry. Oh, it was public. That's right. Sorry. Okay. About in his hands. And it was really hard for him to manage his fencing. And so I'm honored, Rick, that it gets to go and help you live a little bit freer. So anyway, we could do a speed dating night and B and I could filter them before they go. Oh my God, that poor guy.
No, you would have to filter them.
No,
I'm
Grumpy
not
is
good at
Yoda and you. Yoda says B and I. That means
I'm
Yoda
not good
and
at
you.
that though.
You know?
She has a keen, she's like, ooh,
Yep.
that guy, watch that guy.
Yep. Carlene says, good night, all. Have a buck to butcher tomorrow and didn't get much sleep last night. Carlene, have a great night.
Sleep tight.
Yep. Dwight says creative thinking. Yeah, I love that. Guys, I'm totally open to this. And like I said, there's all kinds of things we can do, right? I just really want to make sure what we're doing is protecting each other. And, you know, without that, I'll shut it down because we just got to be good to each other. We got to figure out a way to do it. And I don't know how we vet it.
I have no
You know,
idea.
but you could have some fun with it. You know, like we're doing the UGS score.
Yeah.
Right. We could do I could build a calculator. Like, are you good at this? Are you good at this? Are you good at this? You know? No.
We could have Jonathan's spreadsheet.
That's what I'm saying.
Then be like, anybody? So the contract you have to sign to like say that like we're not going to be held responsible, but then you also have to fill out Jonathan's what is that spreadsheet?
Yeah. Have you seen the UGS
amazing.
spreadsheet we've got? I haven't shown it to you yet, have I?
It was so on Thursday we kind of saw it, right? I didn't have time to go through and look at it, but I would like to.
Yeah, let me show you something.
But I want Jonathan's spreadsheet, man. Who am I kidding? I don't have time to fill out a spreadsheet.
I was going to say, really, B?
I know.
So look, we could do something like this that gives. I wish I could share my screen in YouTube, so you guys can see what she's
shelter,
looking.
security, financial, food.
Yeah, super cool. Okay, let me see here. Dwight says Yoda, we'll get with you tomorrow. I mean, Starla says to Yoda, we need to take care of tree stuff, and someone here wants sheep. Yep. Circle D Homestead says the T50 will rust too fast. Yeah, and it will rust fast. The 100% agree. Starla says have a freesteading singles retreat. You know, it's interesting you talk about that, and I don't even know if they're still in here anymore. But Spags from Spags Unfilter and Data from Getting Deep with Data are having some internal conversations with some of the rest of us about doing some kind of freesteading retreat thing somewhere. So we'll keep you posted on it.
Huh.
Lisa says single steading for encouragement, not just looking for a mate, but if it happens. Yeah, I think that's to B's point, right?
Yeah.
Starla says she met her husband online. As much as I would like to meet a wonderful homesteading lady, I wouldn't put much faith in a dating site. Yeah, it's hard, but maybe some of that also is, the community that's in it, right? I mean, guys, I was talking to Data tonight. We're never going to be a replacement for Facebook, because at the end of the day, at Facebook, you go to find the pictures of your grandkids.
Right.
But the other side, we get the other side of that argument too, which is a pretty close knit community, and it's a bunch of like minded people, and we don't have a lot of problems. I don't have to shut a lot of bad arguments down. There's not a lot of that stuff that goes on. Let me see. Where'd I go back here? Okay. Packrat says, will a barnyard shovel fit your hand? If you're looking at me, you're looking at country. Loretta Lynn. You ever seen her hear that song? Yeah, I haven't either. Sunset said she ordered her husband online. Yeah.
I ordered.
Kentucky Ready said, I would like to see a community bunker building group. Well, I know Ron down at Atlas Survival Shelters down in Texas. And, he's
got some bunkers.
Oh, he's got some bunkers. If somebody wants a tour or something, or is down around that area and wants to go up there, I can absolutely make a phone call for you. Let me see. Jonathan says, Yoda, I'm sorting out 40 plus different kinds of old seeds from the canisters.
Lucky.
Yep. Terminator says, I'll put pics of the big 8-point buck on freesteading for you to see. Yeah, please do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Randy agrees with Arthur. Nothing weird about it. That is a gift. Yep. Rick says, great memory. Yeah. Dwight says, so happy to hear the worthiness of Rick. Yeah, me too. Oh, Amy, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Been there since
the beta testing. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, you can click on those?
Oh, you can do all kinds of stuff, babe. That's what happens when you pay attention.
I just sit here. I just do it.
How many uses are there for lard? 3 points each.
Lard?
Lard.
Lots. I make my lotion with it. I cook my Brussels sprouts.
What else you do with it?
Right now it's just in the freezer.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you use it for? Well, baking, cooking, all kinds of stuff.
My main thing, I like lotion. I like fat lotion.
You heard it here first.
Rub that fat all over me.
Okay, let me see here. Coastal Redwood Homestead says, I worry because we here in California just had a family killed by an ex-cop. Coastal Redwood Homestead, I'm not judging about what I'm about to say to you. None of these things. You choose what's right for you, but anybody that's over there needs to get out of California. And I would put New York and New Jersey in there too. I'd put a lot of those states in there. I just would. Let me see. Skanes Girl said, I rarely go to Facebook anymore unless it's the marketplace. Yeah, freesteading retreat in each state would be great. Yeah, just organizing wouldn't be so great.
Yeah, that would be hard.
Hey, Mandy's here. Hey, Miss Mandy. We talked to her on the Zoom.
I'm so glad I got to see you.
Yeah, Starla says that she can think of 22 uses. Yeah, share them with us.
Yeah, do it.
Y'all never heard Miss Loretta Ring sing, you're looking at country? Now I really feel old. I don't remember it, but I bet if you played it.
Loretta Lynn, did you?
Okay, hold on. All right.
Are you putting it on?
I'm gonna see what it is. Loretta Lynn, what's it called?
You're looking at country.
Okay.
You're looking at country, yeah.
Oh, I wonder if I'm going to get any feedback if I do this.
Probably.
I'll shut it off if I do.
Nope.
Oh, I ain't going to let me do that. I got it. See what it does here.
Loretta, as always,
yeah, speed through that.
Yeah. Hello, country. Well, hello.
There you go. Let me see here.
Well, I like my loving gun country, darling, this little girl was walking.
There you go. Okay, where are we at here? Kentucky Ready said, pie crust. Yep, soap, baking. Soap. That's a good one. How did you forget soap?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Starla wants to know if anyone was up for a retreat in Texas. I have a bunker almost finished. Yeah, congratulations to that.
Yeah.
Dorothy says, great song. She was one of the best writers in country music world. I like the Alabama site. We're growing fast. There's a lot of places that are growing fast, guys. I can tell you, I'm so honored by what goes on at Freesteading. And there are people yoking up everywhere. It is so cool. I mean, it's just absolutely so cool. I understand it. It's hard to move. It's hard to do those things.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yes.
Hey, Kelly Ross, how are you? Yeah, yep. Love the Zoom session. Good, man. It was good to sit and chit chat. We haven't chatted with you face to face since Tennessee. Noodlehead said Eastern Kentucky Butcher Hollow. Rick says, remember that song? Click clack, man. That's a noisy keyboard. Well, it's because I peck at it, you know. Like B, it amazes me, and I know a lot of you guys can do this, but B don't even look at the keyboard. She just types away. Well, that is not me.
Oh, we learned that in like high school.
Well, some of us did. Apparently, I did not.
Well, you are older than me.
Yeah. Miley says you. You know what? Yeah, 10 years is not that much. So this is where you're supposed to say, "Thank you, baby."
Thank you, baby.
See how she makes fun of me, and then I compliment her. See, that's how it works, right? You will know a tree by the fruit it bears. Look at the fruit. That's a great saying. Recently passed away, the pride of Hurricane Mills and the Grand Ole Opry. Rest in peace. Yep.
Yeah.
Lisa says, I'm sorry I missed you guys on the Zoom. Yeah, me too. When Mandy told me that I just missed you when I got on there, I'm like, you know, yeehaw. Yep. Sounds of my childhood. Old Loretta. Yep. Joint Hair. Are you here? I don't think I've seen Joint yet.
I haven't seen her.
I don't think. Let me see. Starla says candles, salves, creaky doors, lotion, preserving food, baking, cooking, canning, soap, just to name a few. Sealing wood.
Creaky doors. I've not done that one.
Yeah, Jonathan says, Starla, I'd be up for a weekend camp out or something. No vacation left to burn. Yeah. Well, I know some people in Texas who don't do the internet thing who might be interested in joining it too. Mandy said, you mentioned about someone has a bunker in Texas. I caught the last detail. Can you repeat who is that has a bunker in Texas? Yeah, so there's a guy, if you look up on the internet, Atlas Survival Shelters, Mandy. The guy that runs that, his name is Ron. I know Ron. And if somebody wants to go down and tour them or something like that, if they just let me know, I'll call Ron. I have a cell phone, and I'll get him to, give whoever wants a tour or whatever it is. They're massive.
Pricey, but they're
pricey,
amazing.
But yeah. Skanes Girl says, I wish I could get something going on here in northern Louisiana. Is there not much presence in Louisiana on freesteading? Sorry, guys, I don't remember each state and what's all going on. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Homestead, Mandy says we're funny. Yeah, you're funny. I don't know what. Don't even look at me like that. Homestead Aquarius says lard has almost as many uses as duct tape.
Yeah.
Yep. Jonathan says 10 hours. Mandy Garrett, yes, they are. We could do a Southwest Kansas, Texas, Oklahoma part of Colorado. Yeah, we used to. The Midwest Preparedness Project in its early days traveled all over.
Yeah.
We did them in Missouri, just all over, and we just kind of settled in to Kansas. But I would not be opposed to.
We drove some long hours to get to some of them places.
Yep. Let me see. 10 hours for Eagle Lover. Yep. I keep trying to log in and reset my password. Can't do either. Are you trying? Okay. So I'm assuming you're talking about freesteading. And are you trying to log in on the app, or are you trying to log in on the desktop? Yep. Kelly Ireland says, I'm good. I hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, everybody's doing great here. Other than we had just a heck of a day on the app. Yeah. So I don't know if this has to do with it, but today there were some glitches in the app that they're working on right now to get fixed. But what I would advise you to do, Splittail, is to take it and completely remove it completely off your phone and reinstall it and see if then it will allow you to do it. But it might just be that glitch that they found today. And again, they're working on it. So try that and then advise me. But you can reach me direct, Splittail, also at tag the letter N, B at lifedonefree.com. And I'll be happy to help you through it as well.
Yeah, because there's a couple of different things that could be going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Rick says, I feel blessed to have found you through Billy at Permapasture Farms for finding him from TJ at Bear Independent. It's great how God works. Yeah, the circle's actually small. A lot of people don't realize it, but they're so interconnected. I mean, just so interconnected. And, you know, Billy, I don't know if you know this, Rick, about Billy at Permapasture Farms, but he's a Kansan. And he actually ran in the same circle and worked the same homestead as Hacks for the Homestead, who's on here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And then Billy went on, moved to Texas and worked himself around. But he actually, I don't know, I was going to share an old nickname with you, but I won't in case he don't want me to.
Good idea.
Yeah. But so Circle D Homestead says, I'm building a high tunnel from scratch. Good for you. We'd love to see pictures. Circle D, are you on freesteading? And if you are, I apologize for not knowing, but there's just a lot of people on there. But if you are, go on there, put pictures. Juby Joe says, yes, uninstall and reinstall. Yeah, Northern Wild is getting brutal. Northern wind is getting brutal in Kansas. Welcome to the 20-degree weather and a hot wood-burning stove. Yeah.
Stone.
Wood-burning stone? That don't make any sense. 20-degree weather and a hot wood-burning stove.
I think it's stove.
Okay, so I read it as she intended it. Splittail says they're in New Mexico. Okay. May the circle be unbroken. Kansas is a wonderful state. Born and raised there. Yeah, I love Kansas. I love being here. I love my neighbors. I love the community. It's not all perfect, you know, but we got good soil. Dirt's black, lots of water, and lots of great people again, as I mentioned before. Mandy Garrett says, wow, my hat goes off to you. We cheat and order ours, but it's expensive. Yep. Dorothy says, your hair looks beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I was telling her as we were coming up here that she looked homeless. So you like totally ruined my whole image I had going on, Dorothy. Yeah, and yes, it is horrible wind here. Starla says she grew up in Southwest Kansas. Yeah, we're in Northeast Kansas, but I love it up here. And there's some really interesting geographical things that go on up here, which is part of the reason, you know, we chose, you know, our land.
Yeah.
Yeah, great for windmills, bad for satellite dishes on Bee's roof. Yeah, it wasn't really so much a satellite dish. It was just a little over-the-air antenna, which we never use. I mean, so.
It was the regular television antenna.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was good. Hey, I'm going to pull up this comment that I wanted to share with everybody real quick. You know what I was talking about from
was nice.
That was just so nice. Yeah. Bear with me, guys. Yeah. Okay, where is
your comments?
Yeah, probably this would be the quickest way. I was trying to think there's a lot of ways to get there, but
yeah, you do that so fast.
Okay, let me see what I got here. Okay, so I want to read a comment to you. I wonder if I can make that bigger. But I'll read a comment to you guys, and this is just totally, you know, I don't know what the word is. Just warmed my heart, you know.
Yes, it was very touching.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, don't
Joke alert. What does a Scotsman wear under his kilt? We're going to find out, right?
Hair.
B looks luminous tonight, not homeless. Tag. Glowing.
Excuse I share.
Grumpy says a ribbon.
A ribbon?
Shoes and socks.
Oh, she would know.
Hippocrates says shoes and socks. That's what they wear under their skirt.
Oh.
Shoes and socks.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I want to read this comment to you guys because I just think it's just so cool. So it says so anyway, this comment is in reference to the UGS score, you know, the ungovernable score. And a video that I did from the Star of the Beast 2, which by the way, guys, tomorrow morning at 8:00, Star of the Beast 3 comes out.
And it's good.
Yeah, it's about the public education system. Anyway, I won't ruin it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this is in reference to the UGS score, which is some a program we're trying to develop. So anyway, what it says is, I love this system, but I score much lower than your friend Joe Snuffy. My number is only 26 as I see it. I am so privileged to see life in a new way because of how you are presenting the UGS idea. Thank you so very much. I evaluate that my huge garden produces just over 30% of the value of what I eat. I only eat about a quarter of what it produces, but I sell about half of the production from my garden and give about a quart of it to the rabbits. What do you do with this factor in determining a producer value of my garden work since it produces part of my income? Of course, we need seeds, canning lids, drying, and freezing energy. So does it sound that the garden gets 40% credit, 30% plus 25% for sale, minus 15% for energy, seed, and canning supplies? On the food portion of my ungovernable score, do you factor in this type of value when calculating an ungovernable score? He goes on to say, and in another example, let's say Joe Snuffy had a huge wood lot and sold 15 cords of wood each year in addition to the 9 cords he used in his boiler and cook stove. Obviously, Joe still needs chainsaw, gas, and repairs for his energy, but the 15 cords more than cover this cost. Does that mean that Snuffy has a positive wood lot, not energy, but ungovernable score? The problem with this type of add-in for production beyond consumption in the given area could theoretically produce UGS scores of greater than 100% in very industrious farmstead lifestyles. Does your concept of UGS then allow for a plus 100 score? Guys, I love this comment, and it's just so great.
Thoughtful.
There's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on.
All kinds of thoughts in there.
The truth be told, the UGS score is a game, nothing more. It doesn't matter what numbers you put in it. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we're turning our attention to being free. We're turning our attention to be awake to what our inputs versus, our exports, right? And this is a great example how someone is living it. They're doing exactly that. And I loved it. I mean, it just made my absolute whole day. So Getting Deep with Data said, oh my Jesus, my poor UGS score. Yeah. The Steady Presence Farm said, has anyone told you sound like an anarchist version of Tom Hanks? Actually, I have been compared to Tom Hanks before. I don't think anyone's ever pointed it out as an anarchist version of Tom Hanks, but I think somebody, maybe it was even you, when I did my interview with Jack Spirko, one of his comments on there was that I sounded like Tom Hanks. I knew a truck driver that wore kilts. He told everyone he wears nothing under there. I didn't want to find out. There are several possible answers to the question, depending upon who's asking. Yeah. Big Kid says, Tag, you look mind blown over that positive UGS. Yeah, I just think it's so amazing that the whole mission of Life Done Free, the whole mission of freesteading was to go out and spread freedom and get people to think for themselves and stand on their own 2 feet and take control of their freedom, which, guys, it's coming one way or the other. The sooner you do it, the better off you are, right? But it's coming. And so to see those impacts of something as simple as a video and a UGS score have an impact on someone's life. And I want to say, it doesn't take credit for making them look at that way, but they can recognize it. They can see it. And that's 75% of the battle, right? Is being able to recognize what's going on. Just amazing to me. Just absolutely amazing to me. Dorothy says, very mind-provoking. Yeah, it's actually been fun. And we built a calculator for the UGS score. We've got a lot of work to do on it, but at some point I'll release a video and give you guys a calculator to play with how free you are. And that'll be neat. Okay, so if we are complimenting B, okay, I think those glasses look awesome. Are they new? They let your youthful spirit and face shine. You mean to break the news to him?
No, these are not new.
No, they're just reading glasses.
Yeah.
Same with mine. I don't have prescription glasses. I actually see just fine at distance. I just can't read the computer anymore. Right.
It's okay, honey.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's okay.
What do you call me all the time? Your silver fox? Is that what you call me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Gosh, I'm late coordinating my dad's placement into a facility for Alzheimer's. Busy and sad. Still prepping and preparing despite the stress. Hey, Storm Rider, you hang in there. It's so crazy to me with Alzheimer's, and I have some experience in this, but Alzheimer's, how part of me thinks it's the single most humane thing ever for the person with Alzheimer's, but at the same time, the single most brutal thing for the people left behind. And
I don't know. Because my dad was like, he thought my mom stole his wedding ring.
That's true.
He was like paranoid, like, I know she took it, and I'm like, Dad, no. And he'd put his wallet in the fridge.
Yeah. For all you guys out there, hey, let's give Storm Rider a prayer. For those of you prayer warriors out there, let's keep, Storm Rider and also, Dad in our thoughts and prayers. All right. Mandy says, yes, we need more people to woke up from the matrix. Yes, critical. And I cannot tell you, Mandy, how amazing it is to me when you guys demonstrate you're doing it. Right? Because I can talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But
yeah.
Steady Presence Farm says, yeah, that was me. See, that's what I'm talking about, how I'm weird, how I remember stuff like that. All those many, many, many months ago, I remember that comment.
Yeah.
Because Tom Hanks.
Yeah, because you're weird.
Skins Girl says, Storm Rider, I'm so sorry. It's tough. Yeah. Storm Rider, praying for you and your dad. Stay strong. God's got it. Yep. We'll get your wheels turning. We'll absolutely do that. Deborah, hello. Some good news. Bumgars is buying 100 Orscheln's stores. They are like-minded and a family-owned, no ESG compliance found so far. I'm still investigating.
Let us know.
Yeah, I've been hit up a lot about doing a naughty and nice list for companies.
I think we should.
Yeah, the problem is, babe, you got to watch. They swing a big stick.
How about just do a nice list?
Yeah, I just need to think it through.
Because like if you have like farm stores or discount centers, you can just do the likes and then pick from those maybe the nice list.
Yeah, and I think
don't
you could
do a naughty list because you're right. You're right.
The problem is you're not going to accomplish your goal if you don't do a naughty list. Because a nice list says do business here, but it's okay to still go do business with X, even though they're doing all of these crazy things, out there with the ESG, the social credit ratings and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Guys, social credit scores work both ways, which is what makes the UGS score so funny to me.
Yeah.
Is we get to totally combat it on the backside. Richard says, hello from Wisconsin. Hello, Richard. Still Ross says, Kelly Ireland, I'm a woman, and when I drove over the road, I occasionally wore dresses, but I'm much more modest than a Scotsman. Yeah. Dwight says, thank you for getting this UGS idea started. It is truly creative. You know what, Dwight? Thanks for giving it purpose. Thanks for making me feel like it's not a waste of time. Because I don't have a lot of time. And you can ask me, there's days I come up here and I'm up here 12 hours just trying to get the videos out, get the live set up, and try and get the homestead done.
Comments read, emails done, Zooms met.
Yep. Oh, where did I go?
Yeah.
Did I blow right by it?
Oh, I don't know.
Right there. Life with Mike and Jen. We are looking at a 100-acre farm this weekend.
Wow.
Perhaps the adult kids will someday want to join us. They will. I promise you they will.
That's what we pray for too.
Yeah. Steady Presence Farm says, one thing I've been grappling with is all the years I've been asleep and feel behind compared to other people. But I guess everyone needs to start somewhere. More importantly, we're showing our kids. Yeah. So Steady Presence, I got some huge advice for you on this, which is you are not competing with anybody but you. I mean this. Go live freer today than you did yesterday and tomorrow than you did today. And just focus on those baby steps, and you'll wake up in a snap of a finger.
And the elephant will be gone.
Yeah. And you're in the top, 4 or 5%, 10% of the country as far as being free. Don't race anybody else. You race yourself.
Yeah.
And I promise that's solid advice.
And we are all where we are supposed to be.
Yes. Hippocrates says, you might be surprised to find that these thoughts and comments are stated by a rapper originally from Canada named Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun. For those that like rap, quite amazing stuff. Guys, there's like-minded people in all of it. In fact, I tell people this all the time. I think that all the craziness you see on TV is really a small part of people on one side and a small part of people on the other side. These huge minorities.
Yeah. And everybody in the middle is going, hey, crazy guy?
Right. And I think more and more become awake every single day.
The pool in the middle gets bigger every day.
Every day. Yep. Coastal Redwood Homestead says, amen, prayers coming. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Randy said, I've listened to Tom McDonald raps. He is dead on and reaching some of the young people, but I'm definitely not a rap fan. Yeah. I'm not either, but let's put him on freesteading. I mean, if he's going to go out and reach people and spread the message, his name is Tom McDonald. Triple D says, can't wait. Starla says, I say one thing. I got told I was a cheapskate for getting free materials to build with. I told the person that it's not that I am a cheapskate. It's that I am frugal. Yeah, there's
Right.
another.
Who cares what they think about
Who
you?
cares? Yep. Who cares?
I don't care what they call
Oh
me.
my goodness, I'm way behind. Okay, let me see here. Praying for you and your family, prayers. I want to build a root cellar. What to do with fire ants?
I don't know. We don't have fire ants.
Well,
Gasoline.
we do, but this all has to do with how you build a root cellar. If you build a root cellar like with logs, for example, those cracks and that, you're never going to get rid of them without poisoning them or something, which you don't really. I wouldn't want to do.
Land.
Yeah. Let me see. I just want to say thank you for. Let me see. I just thank you all for not getting into the Tractor Supply drama. The two that are just look like childish, jealous children. Yeah, you know what? I might be a little bit different than a lot of people in, like-minded people. I want people to live free, and I support Tractor Supply's position to make a position, but at the same time, I want everyone to support my position whether I do business with them or not. Like, I get to choose and they get to choose, and that's fine. I wish them the best of luck in choosing, and
we'll go about our
I'm going to do
way.
the same thing, Do you have a time frame on buying from homesteads on freesteading? Yeah, it's funny. We were in the Zoom last night, and I tried to bring up the marketplace, but apparently they were working on it, so I couldn't get into it last night. But they're working on it. The big hangups are there's two softwares out there. One works really well with freesteading, but isn't very pretty. The other one's really pretty, but there's technical glitches with freesteading, and we're working with two different softwares, just trying to find a solution. Homestead Aquarius said, I ain't a young guy, but the message and tempo Tom McDonald puts out is amazing. Yeah, I'll check it out. God bless to all of you. Your encouragement keeps me strong. And guys, we got to be there for each other. If you guys go over to Grumpy Acres, YouTube channel, you'll hear them talk a lot about when they were at their lowest in this transition. It was the community that kept them together. And I appreciate that statement, but back at it, if I'm ever down in the dumps and I've had a bad day, like I had to play in the mud in the freezing weather all day long, the freesteading app had glitches in it. I was getting emails out of my ears and I needed a pep talk. I go live.
Your wife called you. The antenna's hanging off of the chimney.
Yeah. We're like, yeah, guys, here's something funny. I was in a meeting today with the Kansas government today, and I'm getting text messages from her. The antenna fell off the chimney. Anyway, let me see. Dwight says it's not a waste of time. Yeah, Dwight, you proved to me. Your actions tell me it's not a waste of time. But I'm telling you, I know it didn't mean, your message didn't mean a lot to you. It meant a lot to me, because what it said to me is you're on it. And if you're on it, you can help someone else get on it. And I'm going to continue to help people get on it. And we're going to continue to do this as this huge force of freedom. And together we can all be a little bit freer. And it was just inspiring to me.
It said, keep going, buddy.
Nice list against specific examples of problems with other stores without calling them out as naughty. Then it is not a defamation of character. It's a definition of character. Yeah, well, actually, he's getting, but he's right at it. This is right, because you got to worry about that, right? So I really like what Pack Rat said right there, and it's just trying to figure it out, A nice and nicer list, Mandy says. You're so nice, Mandy. You guys, for those of you guys who don't know Mandy, I've met Mandy, and I was lucky one day, and I got to sit down and have breakfast in Tennessee with her and her husband, and I had an omelet that day. It was actually a sausage omelet. I know, it's a weird remembering thing, right? And just had this, she's just so kind. Just absolutely so kind.
I thought you said it was biscuits and gravy.
No, I had an omelet.
Where'd you have biscuits and gravy?
A million places.
Tennessee.
A million. I have biscuits and gravy all the time.
Oh.
I had an omelet. It was awful salty.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. Let me see here. Maybe a freesteading room for prayers. Well, Starla, there is a place on freesteading, a group called The Church. All you gotta do is go there.
Yeah.
There's already a place that exists for this. Go into the groups pages and find The Church. Tag, you are a Wonder Man and B is a Wonder Woman. Yeah, she's a Wonder Woman and I'm just trying to keep up. Let me see here. Gypsy says, Storm Rider, my wife, is a therapist who works in an Alzheimer's unit. Please feel free to contact us with questions. See, this is what I'm talking about. For Gypsy, thank you. Nice. Storm Rider, thank you. Thank you. And I think if I was in this situation with my dad or my mom, to have somebody like-minded I could talk to who understood, my life and homesteading and what goes on in it. How wonderful is that? Like, that's the greatest thing ever. Let me see. Life with Mike and Jen says Steady Present Farms. We raise our kids learning gardening, preservation, and butchering. They're all 4 in their 20s. They're just not interested right now, but they have those skills. Good job.
Mhm. And they can if they need to.
And they will always return to the roots, guys. They will. There will come a time. It's just time and pressure, right? See, Miley says, Starla, keep on keeping on. Amen. Big Kid says, function over form. Agreed. B, it's Tom McDonald, Tom MacDonald, not Tom McDonald.
Okay.
Randy, thank you.
Thank you.
Coastal Redwood Homestead says, awesome, because I would rather help a fellow homesteader than a Walmart. Amen.
Right.
Yes, Freedom Force. Yes, Mandy, this is what I'm talking about. Freedom Force. Let me see. Dolores, hello, Dolores says, whoever said that about being behind, I feel the same way. I'm just working at it every day. I've got to get out of debt. Then I think I feel better about it all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I'm talking about, Dolores, is race yourself. Every situation is different. And that, everybody's journey is different. Just race yourself. That's what I do. How do I get freer? Like, I pay no attention trying to compete with Grumpy Acres or Hacks for the Homestead or Data, Getting Deep with Data, or Bobby Spags, or the people that, are in my circles and the people that I hang out with. I spend no time doing it. I focus on how do I get better. Hippocrates says, look hard enough. Every business or corporation will do something you don't agree with. Heck, we're all using internet providers that allow access or host sites we not want on. I totally agree. And the other thing is, what a tragedy would it be if we convicted a company of being on the naughty list that wasn't?
Right.
How unfair would that be, right?
Very.
Yes. I mean, and so I just, Storm Rider says, Gypsy, you are so kind, much appreciated. Okay for now, but in a week I could be half nuts too. Yeah, I think this is just awesome. Okay, had not seen it. Cornmeal is recommended to pour on fire ant mounds. At least it's not a pesticide. Love that.
That's better, yeah.
You can find right here all the support you need. Yep, totally agree. Totally agree. Let me see here. Eagle Lover wants to know if Pack Rat has tried it, the cornmeal. Still Rose, nice to meet another female over-the-road driver. Yeah, are you guys, I don't know if I should ask this question or not. Are you guys driving over the road now? So you guys listen when you go down the road and that stuff, or are you guys chilled? If anyone needs recipes, please contact Mr. on the app. I am a chef, among other things.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, you should put out some recipes, on Freesteading. And there's Rick, on Freesteading, there's a section in there called the kitchen. And if you go into the kitchen, there's recipe sections. There's all kinds of stuff in there. Get in there and help spread that freedom and help give people the skills. Tom MacDonald, Spitting Truth, EIEIO. Yeah. Let me see here. Rick, that was a very nice offer, working together. Yep. For fire ants, boil honey till liquids mix in vinegar, Dawn dish soap poured on the ant den. Big Kid says, rule to live by is live and let live, to each their own. To each their own until they remove the freedoms of somebody else. Right? I agree with you right up until that time. Cinnamon will send fire ants packing. They do not like it. Okay, cool. Child grooming takes the cake for all naughty stuff. Hey, old bear. Still Rose, 30 years was enough for me. I stopped driving trucks in 2016. Okay.
30
Maybe that's what
years.
Steel Roz means. And you don't have to say it on here. Maybe it's Rosalind or something like that. And the big steel truck, right? I'm guessing. I don't know. God says help others, so I do. Yeah, I think we all need to help each other. I'm not nuts. Lawrence, Orschelns in Lawrence is now bomb guards. So hey, I'm not nuts.
Lawrence, Kansas?
Lawrence.
Do I know you?
Do I know you? Right. Glenn says, yes, I'm listening and I'm driving. Cool. Super cool. Don't wreck. Yes, I have used cinnamon on fire ants. Yep. There has to be a line. Yeah. Starlet says a freesteading cookbook to sell and to help pay for the freesteading app. Yeah, I would, we'll market anything that helps, not just freesteading, but helps the individual homesteads. Guys, my dream for freesteading in reference to the marketplace is where we can truly create that counter economy, where whatever it is you need, you can find it right there based upon somebody like-minded who has it. It would be ultimately my goal.
Right.
Kelly says, I'm actually in the bunk now. I currently drive team with my boyfriend. Well, at least you got somebody there with you, right? That's super cool. I offered my knowledge on the app already. Offered the knowledge on the app. Oh, cool. Rock on. Yep. Sometimes though, Rick, Bud, you can offer your knowledge and people will be reluctant to take it sometimes. But the other thing that you can do is just start posting them.
Yeah. If it's
say,
there,
check out
then
this,
they can,
check out this. Yeah.
Snapshot it and keep it. File it away.
Pat Rat said they have not tried it. Didn't have the opportunity. We have armadillos and they found the snack bar and tore them open. I love it when a plan B comes together. Yeah. I didn't know about the freestanding kitchen section. Nice. Yeah. Actually, if you guys, the group section of freestanding has a whole bunch of different, there's the barn, the clinic for, alternative, remedies. God, what else is all in there? The utilities, off-grid living, like solar and wind. And there's just a bunch of different ones in there. Table sugar mixed with borax and water to make a slurry for any of the mounds. Okay. Rick says, I'll put some recipes up tomorrow. Good for you. And people will take from it or they won't. But here's the thing. Then you still get to be true to you. You lived through to you, to what you were supposed to do. The rest is on them. Circle D says, I run fire ants all the time. Pack Rat, we have a problem with armadillos. So what do you do to get rid of them? That'll be nice. Freesteader's Iron Chef. Yeah, no doubt. I can help with that. I type 69 words a minute, no errors. Woo. I think a cookbook would be awesome. Guys, this is the great thing about freesteading. And I'm going to pick on Hippocrates Garden real quick. Guys, I did not create this new Zoom thing for freesteadings to come together and talk. A freesteader did. I didn't do it. I didn't have anything to do with it. I just go there and talk because I like y'all. So let's get together with Rick and with Starla and, these other people. Let's get together and do these kinds of things. It's easy. And we're benefiting like-minded people. God, it's just, to me, it's just so easy. Big Kid said, I've got Mullen popping up in all the places I cleared earlier this year. If anyone wants some, just pay for the postage.
Oh.
You know what that is?
Yeah, I have some grown in the garden. It's,
do you?
Or in the greenhouse in pots. And it's still green.
Yeah, New Day Farm says library. Of course, the library. It's hard to remember them all,
Thank you.
Thank you very much. But yeah, the library is awesome. Starla says, Big Kid.
Me, please.
Me, please. Yep. Good. Guys, exchange contact information. Now, listen, for those of you guys who know or don't know, if you go to freesteading and you connect with somebody, you can private message them.
Yes.
So, for example, Big Kid, go connect with Starla, or Starla, go connect with Big Kid. You guys can private message and you can send an address or a phone number without it having to be out on
pictures
the internet
or whatever.
Mandy says to Lisa, LOL, that's what I have been doing, but didn't know if there was another way besides firearms. Yeah. Great plan, Starla. We could all submit recipes. I love this. Let's do a freestanding cookbook. Totally. If you guys put it together, I will turn my resources on to make sure it gets printed and ready for sale.
Oh.
Right? Someone else, you guys have to build it, though. I can't do it all. You guys build it. We'll get it out there for sale and, have some fun with it. Maybe you guys know how we're doing the Christmas contest for the kids drawing what is a freestanding Christmas, but we include some of their art as covers and stuff.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, they were talking about using that for calendars.
Yeah, they were talking about using it for calendars.
That's another thing, though. Should probably mention the Christmas contest again.
So there's a Christmas contest going on. It's only for kids.
17 and under.
17 and under. And so Deep South Homestead, Spags Unfiltered, and our channel, we're going to pick a winner, 3 winners out of it. We're going to send them some cool merch for doing it, but then we're going to hang it in our office or in our home. And it's just about what is a freesteading Christmas.
What does freesteading look like to you?
Yeah.
Your child. And then you take the child's picture, put your freesteading handle on it, and send it to Bobby Spags, and we will take it from there.
Yep.
Because we just love giving stuff away.
Yes, apparently.
And I've got some good ideas for some gifts.
Let me see.
I need to talk to you about.
Okay, let me see here. Jonathan says the new forums were something we brainstormed a couple months back. So they have been there a while, but since they're not community leader style groups, maybe they didn't really get noticed a lot. Yeah, I would actually maybe like to separate that, although I've gotten some pushback. At Rick, if there is one I like or find interesting, do you care if I do a video? Grumpy Acres is saying to Rick.
To Rick.
Yep.
Oh, on the
recipes. Yeah.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
idea.
and Yoda's a good cook, and she does a lot of cooking. But and Yoda's got, I know, a lot of recipes. She could contribute. You have some you could contribute, right? Still, Roz said, a friend gave me the nickname Roz. So Rose, because I have thorns, but always smell good. Actually, my CB handle was Basket Case.
Basket case coming at you.
Yeah. Yeah. Reminds me of that song, Convoy.
I was just
Hey, rubber duck, hey, Basket Case.
I was just thinking, tell him Large Marge sent you from Pee Wee Herman.
Okay. Big Kid says, Starla, message me on freestanding, same username without the 71. Yep. Deborah Jones says, I'm looking for a herbal remedy for grandson's growing pains in his legs.
Epsom salt soak.
Epsom salt soaks?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
Comfrey salve.
Comfrey salve? Epsom salt would be a good one. Let me see here. Richard Hake says, start with the garden. The money you save there will quickly fund your ability to starve the beast and be free. Yeah, it's actually, Dwight and I were having this conversation earlier today about how when you apply it to one place, it can pull from another, right? On a UGS score, right? If you're, raising one score could lower another, or getting excess in one can bring all of them up. It was super fascinating. Okay, I can figure out how. Yeah, you can, but go to Freesteading, Starla, and on your left-hand side, if you scroll down, there will be a place that says Member Search. Click on Member Search and just type in Big Kid. It'll come right up. Storm Rider says, this is a fabulous channel. Well, thank you. Thanks so much for all you do. I enjoy this like-minded conversation. Yeah, me too. This is the highlight of my week. I look forward to it all the time.
Too.
I do. Rick says, Grumpy, that's fine. Yep. Mandy says, yes, love Mullen. Mullion? How do you say that, man?
Mullen?
I would say it's Mullen. Mullen. I don't know. They grow wild here, and I harvest them for medicinal purposes. Yep. Okay, where am I at here? I have no idea. I've totally lost where I was, guys. I might just have to start somewhere. Okay, so guys, I skipped a whole bunch, but I apologize. If it's important, just put it back in there because I scrolled and they're all gone. So how about a freestanding seed library? See, I like this idea too.
I thought we talked about that already.
Well, they're doing some seed swapping over there in it. B guys love seeds. And dude, I'm telling you, the number of seeds she put up this year, she has a ton.
Oh, you should. Yeah,
it's almost to the ridiculous level. No, that's not fair because I like it that you do it, but it's a significant amount. So maybe what we should do is get you guys into the garden over on Freesteading, and then in there, the seed exchange, and people should just get active in there. Right?
That'll do it.
Yeah. Mandy says, no whining, totally agree on Spiral Bound for laying flat. Yeah, I totally agree on Spiral Bound. Yep, totally agree. And actually what we should probably do is put together a committee, right? That let's get 4 or 5 volunteers to do the cookbook. And then what we'll do is we'll create, give you guys a place to communicate in Freesteading. Like I can create, I probably shouldn't say this, but I will, private groups and some of these kind of things to where you guys could work and chat and work out the details and all of that stuff. And then, what do you need, baby?
Can you push these instead of using that? Why don't you do that?
I don't know.
And because you flick it and then. Brrr,
Yep, I don't know.
because like this says, I'm so sorry. Oh, where did it go? At somebody. And then I'm like, well, what happened to him?
Oh, no. Yes. Who did we miss?
Amelia.
Well, Dolores is saying prayers to your family, but we missed somebody up here. What?
Yeah, at Amelia in PDI.
Amelia? So that's who I'm looking for?
Oh, no. Right there. Amelia.
okay.
Prayers.
Amelia in
My
PDX
bro.
says, prayers, my bro-in-law's son and wife had quince. 10/25. The third child died. Oh, my God. The funeral is tomorrow. Remaining 2 still in intensive care in the hospital. Just weighed in at 2 pounds. The other is still under 2 pounds. Family hurts. Yeah, I bet the family is crushed.
Yeah. Kaylee was under 2 pounds when she was born.
Yeah.
She was so tiny.
Yeah, so all you prayer warriors out there, let's all of us give prayers to Amelia's brother-in-law. They have to be going through a horrible time. There's under no circumstances should your kids die before you, period. Right. I don't want to see the world without my kids. Maybe that's selfish to say that, but, okay. Yeah. There's a lot of people saying they'd buy the book. Yeah. Well, what we could do is we could produce it and then just sell it, and the proceeds will just go to keeping freesteading up and running. Right. Hippocrates says, I don't do many connections. Guess Facebook burned me out. People have hundreds of friends that have never met. I just very careful with that stuff. Trust issues. Yeah, but here's the thing. Put yourself out there a little bit. I mean, first of all, the thing is you don't have to agree to connect with anybody you're not a friend
You're not
with.
going to meet them necessarily.
Yeah.
You can,
The thing
unless
is,
you want to.
and maybe instead of thinking it as a friend, think of it as a network. And you're building your network, right? And maybe, all of these people create a network that resources can then come together. It also gives you a way to continue to promote the worthiness of doing the Zoom calls.
Yeah.
Right. Big Kid says, I also got wild elderberry, but they are too large to send. Not sure how taking pieces and roots it will do. Does anyone know?
I don't know, but I love elderberry.
Arthur says, I have family recipes dating back to the 1700s, and that would be of interest.
Wow.
That would be
That would be
super.
amazing.
Well, I think this is part of being free, right? I mean,
Well, because those kind of recipes would be.
They require little ingredients.
Yeah, just like
It's not
the
complex.
cherry cobbler
That's
was
right.
like three ingredients.
Yep. Pat Grat says, Coastal Redwood Homestead, a seed exchange would be a capital idea. I already know that Tag wants someone else to head it, but I predict he wouldn't be egging it. What's that supposed to say, you think?
Against it?
I would not be against it. No, guys, here's the thing. I don't mind heading things, but I am so busy keeping it all up and running that when we got to do these things, I need people to just take the bull by the horn and say, this is what we want. And, freesteading is not about Life Done Free, nor is it about me. It's about trying to build a community. And everybody
it's about you.
Everybody plays a role. No Whining says spiral bound cookbook so it will lay flat on the counter. Yep, could not agree more. I would love to purchase a freesteading cookbook. Yeah, I would too. Oops. Okay, so I think I'm getting back down here. Okay, how about a freesteading seat? Oh, we already did that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Deborah Jones says, thanks, B. JLC speaking to Deborah Jones says, Caleb Tree's Old Amish Muscle Tonic can probably make your own with apple cider vinegar, garlic, and ginger.
That's for the growing pains.
Yeah. LJC, I am so excited to pick your brain. You have no idea. B more than I. Just so you know, like I will give you these very simple 8th grade questions.
She said garlic.
Yeah.
That's where my youthful glow comes from. Thanks,
guys,
Yoda.
Oh my goodness.
I ate an entire jar of garlic yesterday.
And I paid for it. I'm still paying for it. She said, hey, I'm feeling a little bit of the sniffles. I'm going to eat some garlic. And boy, did she.
I ate the whole jar.
And we were laying in bed and I was half asleep and I rolled over and went, what the hell is that?
And I said, I can't taste it.
She said, I brushed my teeth and said, it don't matter. It's coming out your pores.
He's like, oh my gosh, you stink.
I love my wife, but she stunk.
I didn't recognize it.
Yep. Lisa says, elderberry is fairly easy to transplant. I cut some limbs, put it in water until I got roots, and then put it in the ground and wait till spring. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that does stuff like that. Willow trees, cottonwood trees. There's a lot of that stuff that
yes,
will do that. Okay. Oh, cool. I'm almost caught up. I just added the discussion to the cookbook on the discussion of the cookbook on the app. See how easy that was? Look at that. So go to the kitchen and then there'll be a discussion on the cookbook. How cool is that? Speaking of recipe, any ideas for nut sedge? Chufas? I don't know what that is. I say that a lot.
that's because we don't know very much.
Yep. Yeah, clearly.
Nut sedge.
Yeah. Okay, let me see here. Storm Rider says, I'm a woman, by the way. I built my own greenhouse this year, and last week I harvested 100 cherry tomatoes in cold southwest Pennsylvania. We are at freezing temperatures now, too. Anything is possible if you try. Yeah, yeah, Storm Rider, I absolutely salute you. I've been in awe of my wife for all of these years because of those exact same things like that. She'll get up on a roof, she'll go do her thing. I'm not Ned said I'm just a fan of your channel. Remember we asked if we knew them. Well, it's because Lawrence is pretty close to us, which is why we asked.
Hey,
I see you.
We could meet December 10th.
Yeah. If you're around, December the 10th, we have a big old gathering going on, and everybody's invited.
Not too far from you.
Yeah. I see you started a cookbook already. Yep. Richard Hake says, Tag, do you have a freesteading hats? Yeah. If you go to freesteading, on the left-hand side, go down and hit apparel. It takes you to a store that has freesteading and all of that kind of stuff. I don't have any embroidered ones like this one because on a freesteading logo, there's just so much to it, But you can get them at freesteading.
That whole picture was a big deal.
Yeah. Grumpy says, glad you're feeling better, B. Yeah, me too. B ain't vampire bait right now, that's for sure. Yeah. You guys, I'm telling you.
I don't still stink, do I?
Yeah, B says you are. Mandy says, B, you are stinking cute and pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Stinking cute. That's a whole new meaning now.
Oh my goodness. And what's funny is she's like, I can't smell it. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God.
It went so good with the hamburger I ate.
Amy says, elderberry cuttings need to be from stalks that have 2 nodes, approximately 8 inches long. 45-degree angle to the bottom cut for planting. First node, an inch above that. Flat cuts on the top, 1/2 inch diameter. Great.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Great advice. Maybe I should eat some garlic. I don't think all of my symptoms are necessarily related. B is real big into natural, trying to find natural ways to treat colds and just pretty much everything. She uses lots of essential oils. And I walked into the kitchen and she had a jar, guys. A jar of garlic cloves, and with a fork, like, oh,
a bite of hamburger and a bite of garlic, and a bite of hamburger and a bite of garlic.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, they went so good together. I'm telling you, just straight out of the jar.
Yeah, how do I say this?
And then I was like, "Can I drink the juice?"
Oh my God! Oh my God, it was so horrible.
It was vinegar.
It was so bad. The only thing that was worse was the jalapeno incident.
Oh, that I maced you?
Yeah. Beyond that, that was probably
It was that bad?
Oh man.
Oh geez.
Yeah.
Wow. Woo. I'm a little embarrassed now.
LOL. I had that probably before B. I ate too much garlic and started coming out of my pores. Good way to clear a room. Oh my goodness, Kelly Ireland. I'm telling you, I could walk in the door from being outside and be like, oh man, until you've been in here a while.
Yeah.
Plus, eating garlic is said to be a way to keep the mosquitoes off. Yeah, no shit. Seriously, I wouldn't go. I'd hardly go near her. Mosquitoes ain't going nothing to do with that. Garlic for an antibiotic needs to be raw, from my understanding. Okay, don't plant chufas if you have any feral pigs around. They will turn over a bulldozer to get them. Oh, good to know.
I don't know. I feel better.
Yeah, it worked.
Maybe
no
if you eat a whole jar, it does.
It did something. Coastal Redwood says, I have around 200 garlic plants topping up.
Oh, jealous.
Rick says, Tag, are those your initials? So no. Tag is a name that was given to me many, many years ago. I used to play professional paintball, and the very first business I ever opened was called Tag Factor Paintball. This was many, many, many years ago. And so my friends nicknamed me Tag, and I've been Tag ever since.
I thought I was getting ready to say, because you're it. Tag, you're it.
Yeah. And planting 500 onions comes in January. Yep, soon.
Yes. Yeah, 30 days.
Yep. Eat a whole clove of raw garlic. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Well, how about a whole jar of them?
I do that too.
Tabletop says, always have fermented honey and garlic on hand. Yeah.
Yeah. Together? Yeah. I wish I should try that. I should put honey in there. And maybe it'll be like a dessert. I like garlic.
I know you do. It was obvious. John said, I haven't made vinegar pickled garlic like Yoda had, but I've made fermented garlic, and that stuff is great.
Yeah.
Yoda says, yes, the juice is gut healthy. Packrat says, have you ever done black garlic that Nicole and Jack were talking about the other day? Yeah, I've never even heard of that.
Mm-mm.
You know anything about that?
No, I don't.
I cut my garlic into pill-sized pieces and swallow them chewing when I take it as an antibiotic. Works great and cuts the smell way down. Okay, Amy B says the New York Yiddish proverb, a nickel will get you on the subway, but garlic will get you a seat. I like that.
That's hilarious.
It'll also get you sleeping alone.
Nuh-uh.
My ex-wife worked for doTERRA, and I have a lot of essential oils.
Yes.
Yeah, pickled garlic sounds yummy. Yeah, except to the ones you love. Don't be embarrassed. Mrs. Hack hates it when I get in the car. Man, it's just... Starless says, how about colloidal silver? You can talk about that.
No,
Yeah. You don't know?
I don't have any experience with it.
Okay. Well, you've asked me a lot of questions about it,
Yes,
and I've seen you
I
ask a
have
lot of people
I've
about it.
talked about it,
Yeah.
but I don't have any experience with it.
Can the raw garlic and apple cider vinegar? That's simple. Okay. We love Friday night Tag and B show. You all are great to watch. Thank you, Gypsy. How big was the jar?
It was a jelly
a
jar.
pint jar, right?
It was a jelly jar. It was the little one,
Yeah, about that tall, right?
not a
Oh.
pint. Like a half pint.
Let me see. Starlet says, yes, Yoda, that works. I did it like you told me. Tonight, Mandy says, tonight I made some beef broth and I dump a whole jar of pickle juice in the pot, and man, it tastes so good and no waste. I like the no waste thing. Let me see. Coastal says, I started making fermented garlic and it's amazing. And for colds and flu, honey and garlic and fire cider. Amelia says, my mom would talk about gals that worked at the fish cannery in the 1940s, PDX, and how they would clear out the bus at the end of the workday by their fish smell. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, yeah.
Would you like it if I smell like fish instead?
No. Although, maybe. Because that was bad.
Because it was bad.
Kathy says, Rick, I deal with doTERRA. I use a lot of their oils when I'm not feeling well. For other things, oils are a little high, but I think they're one of the best. Rick says salt will help with the garlic smell. Oh, Rick.
To give him salt.
So next time I crawl in
Stick
bed
salt in your nose.
and it smells like a garlic farm, I'm going to go over there and pinch her nose and open her mouth and
I think he means to put the salt in your nose.
maybe. Brocker said, made me think of a piper busking on a street corner sign that said $3 to play, $5 to stop. Right. Right. No Whining says, I make colloidal silver. Yeah, B has done it, asked lots of questions about it. And I know she has tons of other questions. Maybe we need to do you know what? No Whining. Maybe go over to the Zoom call next week on Thursday if you have time to do it. And maybe B could ask you some questions. Vicky says good night, freestanding. Good night.
Good night.
Yep. See you very,
Oh,
very
she said it was a pint.
Yeah, well, I told you it was a pint.
Okay.
You know, colloidal silver is awesome and very easy to make. Yeah. It was a pint. I canned it. Yeah.
No, it was a it was a jelly jar.
A jelly jar is a pint.
No, pints and quarts.
Yeah, you don't go to the store and buy
They're the little ones, little tiny ones.
You're talking about the half pints?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't sell them by jelly jar and mayonnaise jar. They sell them by half pints, quarts,
Yeah, there was like the 4.
half gallons.
It was like the.
It was this tall, which makes it a pint. This tall would have been a half pint.
No.
Butter your bread.
Stop it. Yeah, see, jelly jar is 4 ounces. That's what it is. The 4 ounces.
It was a pint. I canned it. Well, but here, this is about to get funny. My sister makes her own colloidal silver. Yeah, good night, Sunshine Kid. Yoda, what are you talking about? Question mark. Does this mean that Hacks actually canned it and Yoda took credit for it? What are we talking about here? What's going on?
She said when she gets in the car.
Oh, got it. Dang it. I was going to have some fun right there.
I got to go check the fire real quick.
Okay. Starlet says, don't try to dehydrate avocado.
Oh, no.
Mandy Gar, great tip. Yep. Kelly, they're great. I use the Breathe for empty asthma, and I haven't used any inhalers in 7 years. Oh, congratulations. B, I think primarily, she has some doTERRA, but I think she primarily uses Young Living, I think. Mrs. Hacks, when we went to your appointment and then thrifting, you told me I stunk. I had just eaten my garlic. Yep. All right. Hey, guys, there's no B here, so I want you guys to do me a favor, okay? And I just want to say this before she gets in. So her birthday's coming up here in January, and I want to do a birthday video for her. I'm not going to tell her about it. I'm just going to post it. It'll come out on her birthday that day. And so what I would like to know is if you guys could, any of you guys have any, moments of, all of the videos with B, or things that you enjoyed, things that, impressed you, or maybe just some kind words that you could send to her. I want to put just a collage video together to show B how much we all love her and how great and how awesome she is. And so if you guys can, however you want to get them to me, email them to me, message me in Freesteading, which would probably be better because then she'll never be able to see them. And we're going to put together this beautiful video collage for my beautiful bride on her birthday. Rick says my birthday is January 11th. Yep, very, very close to B's. Amelia, Heidi and Rain Country has a vlog. I like Heidi and Rain Country, by the way, on making colloidal silver. So can check it out if you want. Yep, she would be a good one for Freesteading if she isn't already. She is not there right now. And B reached out to her a couple times with no response. Rick, you can also rub the peppermint oil on your chest to help with asthma. I've heard this. Tabletop. Nicole has a process wherein it accomplished in 1 week, maybe 2 tops. How about we all send cards to her? See, I would love that. I would absolutely love that too. Yes, I heard her talking about that. Yeah. Yep, I would love that. But as soon as she comes back upstairs, we can't talk about it no more. Just FYI. But you guys get me whatever you can get me, and then I'll put it all together, and it'll be totally awesome, and she will never see it coming, which will be really cool. And I like those kinds of things anyway. She's a really good chick, and she does a lot for me, and she does a lot for everybody, and she's a caretaker by nature, Mrs. Hack says, Yoda, we don't go anywhere. You can come with me on the 15th to my ortho appointment if you want. Let me see. I'm trying to think about Yoda and Mrs. Hacks in a car at an ortho appointment. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on that one. Yep, I'm going to pass on that one. Packrat says, we have Rain Country Farms made vacuum sealer we are using right now. Oh, cool. 16 ounces is a quart. 8 ounces is a pint. 4 ounces is a half pint. Guys, I swear, though, that jar was, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but isn't the pints about this big and the half pints are little, and it was a bigger one. Amelia says, what day? The 10th. So I want to put something out there like that. Great idea, Tag. Yep, Tag, you're correct. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I really think that unless I just have seen it wrong when I walked by, I really thought the jars were about that tall. So Kelly, I do that too. Kelly, I do that as well. I want to pass it too, but this mass in my knee is hurting. Yeah. Deborah Jones says, I have Rain Country's colloidal silver maker. Oh, cool. 32 ounces is a quart. 32 ounces a quart, 16 is a pint. I thought 8 was anyway. 8 ounces. No, I thought 8 ounces was a pint. I'm confused, clearly. Maybe a seed pack for her birthday. Lord knows I have too many. Yep, I need to send to Yoda. I will just send B some at the same time. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, all of that stuff's great. Yeah, somebody's laughing. I know men's measurements are sometimes a bit optimistic. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what's crazy about that? I measure stuff all the time, like constantly. 8 ounces is a cup, right? Well, I think of an 8-ounce soda can, right? Anyway, I so wish I could take a picture. Yeah, you should. You got a camera. Amelia Packrat. I have one that Patrick made as well. Yep, 8 ounces is a cup. 32 ounces is a half gallon or 2 quarts. That's so funny. So let me see here. 16, a quart is 32 ounces. And then down here it says 32 ounces, a half gallon or 2 quarts, which makes 16, which is what I would have said is 16 is a quart and 8 is a pint. But anyway, pint a pound the world around. Half gallon is 64 ounces, says New Day Farm. Yeah. Boy, you know what, guys? The zombie apocalypse comes. We're in trouble. Seriously. But wait, most soda cans are 12 ounces, I think, right? Oh, ounce weight or fluid ounces? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. $32. How many ounces in a quart? It says 32 ounces. That's what it says. Okay. Put this into the cookbook. Yeah, right. Yeah, our measurement skills. Yeah. 8 ounces in 1 cup, 2 cups is a pint, 2 pints is a quart. Let me see. Look at your phone. I sent pictures. Okay. What do we got pictures of? I'll share it too. Yep. So she sent me a picture that shows a pint jar is 16 ounces. Anyway, okay. Yes, soda is 12. No Whining says a quilted crystal bar jar is 3.5 inches tall. I just got up to measure. And a pint's a pound the world around. So B are half a pound of garlic. Dude, I'm telling you, I'll have her bring the jar up. I mean, it was man. My favorite B moment is a banana mayo sandwich. Yeah, me too. And I'll snip clip that piece out of the live, but I really want to do this. I think it'd be really, really neat. I just really think it would be fun, and I think that she would be honored by it. She's a super humble lady, and so I think she would just really get a kick out of it. She actually ate more than she thought. Yeah, probably. Tag, going to email you when this is over. Thank you very much. Y'all have me giggling. Oh my God, you got me all confused. I love banana mayonnaise sandwiches. Yeah, still, Roz, there was on our last live, B made a blonde comment about not being able to butter both sides of a bread thing. And it was just, it hadn't been there, but it was just, we were cracking up laughing because she just has these moments. Amy B says zombies can't do math. Right. Falcon's Garden says, oh my God, imagine a pint of garlic with a bowl of beans. Oh my goodness. Rick's talking to Grumpy. Thanks for all their information. Yep. Sounds like heaven, Apocalypse. Amy B, I sure did have some empty on the kitchen table. Yep. Okay, here we go.
This
is
a jelly jar.
Okay.
There is a difference. This is what I ate. Isn't that look beautiful and delicious?
Yeah, I tried one when I was a kid. Yeah, okay, that's just way too much garlic.
No, not in one setting. Actually, It took me a whole day to eat it, so I didn't eat it in one setting.
Let me see. Kelly Ireland says, where do you all get your silver sticks to make colloidal silver? I have the machine, but I need to find a trustworthy place to get the sticks. Eagle Lover says, tag, be happy you have a septic and not a composting toilet. I am gigantically happy I have a septic and not a composting toilet. I would not recommend a composting toilet. Just so I tell you.
Especially since I'd be the one that have to deal with it.
Yeah, because you have to deal with it and you're going to get older. The thing about a septic, guys, is it's super low maintenance. There's nothing to do. A properly run septic system, you'll never have to pump.
I was going to say, as long as you don't have tree roots in it.
Well, you got to take care of it, right?
Well,
but you got to make sure you leave
How do you stop tree roots from, I mean, you don't
just
have
keep
trees around it.
them pushed back.
The trees?
Yeah, you just don't let it grow into it. Let me see here. Poor tag. After you ate all that garlic. I know, right? I was dying. Skane's girl, try banana peanut butter. Really good too. Yep, I've heard that. How do you spread banana and mayo?
I don't know. I guess you mix them together.
B, do you have superpowers now? Can you see in the dark? That's a lot of garlic.
No, but apparently I'm glowing. I've got the garlic glow.
Show us what it looks
Not
like.
soul glow.
Show us what the garlic glow looks like. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hippocrates says, Mandy Garrett, only if I lived alone again. Yes, a pint. Heidi had a link for silver sticks in Amazon. No Whiting says colloidal silver must be made with distilled water, not tap water or well water.
Did she say yes, a pint? That's not a pint. This is a pint. This is a pint.
I agree. That's a pint.
This is a jelly jar
Yes, or a half pint.
or half pint.
Yes, I agree. Yep, I agree. Amelia said it used to be to make a grilled cheese sandwich. You buttered both sides of 2 slices of bread with cheddar cheese in between. So good. So I got a trivia question for you. Check this out.
Uh-oh.
So if you had 2 slices of bread, how many sides could you butter?
4.
You got it tonight.
Have an open face sandwich. I was thinking for some reason a half a sandwich because you just like one side and then one side and fold it. And then I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't eat many smeary sandwiches.
Yeah, Circle D Homestead says good night from South Alabama. Good night. That's B's secret to her beauty. It is, right? It's garlic. Man, B, too much of a good thing is often worse than nothing. Yeah. AB says Stivers Homestead composting toilet removal had me apoplectic with laughter. As I said, apoplectic.
I don't know.
How many sides does a circle have?
None.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Sides?
Mm-hmm.
I would say it has no sides.
Okay.
It has an edge.
Okay, so wait a second. So this is a circle. Would you agree?
That pen doesn't work. I tried that.
That's a circle, right? You agree
Yes.
with that? Okay, so how many sides does that circle have? 1. Still a circle, isn't it?
Come on.
No?
That's not what you were talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about. I was just asking you.
He asked me how many sides a circle has.
Yeah, he did. Kelly Ireland, I bought a silver lung generator that came with the rods. I can order more through them. It may be possible to order from a dental supply place or possibly a jeweler. Silver welding. Okay. Each slice of bread is 3-dimensional. So you would actually have 6 surfaces on each slice.
Surfaces? Sure. But their edges?
Right. You don't butter the edges, right?
That's what I was thinking of this. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay.
Okay. Hippocrates Garden, 1 for all. Yep, 360. Yep. I will admit, when I'm sick, I eat 4 ounces of garlic and drink a half a gallon of orange juice. When I have a cold, I feel better within 2 hours after I finish. Yep. Y'all won't be having any vampires. No, we will not. 2 insides and out. Yep.
Inside and out.
Inside and out. Right. 2 sides,
Yeah.
inside and out. Right. Amy B, that was priceless. I was doubled up laughing. Yeah. How did that happen? I canned it all the same. I'm so confused now.
I don't know.
You want to bet $1 whether or not that's a pint? Yoda, don't. You're supposed to be on my side. This sounds like Saturday test questions. Yes, something's going on here.
SAT.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, SAT test questions.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I've got your back.
I love my wife, even though she stinks. I love you.
Come on.
Yeah.
It could be worse,
Jonathan.
right?
Yeah, Jonathan wants to know who's on first.
Yes. Who's on first?
Storm Rider, off topic. I'm having a wood stove installed next month. How often do you think I have to clean the flue? So what I do on my farm, Storm Rider, is check it once a year. That's it.
I actually check it more frequently than that.
She does.
Because
But-
there's like a clean out, so you
Mhm.
can like remove the bottom and look up in there and then put
Yeah.
it back.
We burned last year. We had to put a new stove in and burned last year. And I went into the flue just prior to it getting cold and there was nothing in it. So I would just check it once a year.
Unless you're burning a lot of wet
yeah.
wood or something, right? Isn't there some keys to that?
Yes, it
Just
depends what you're
wet
burning,
wood.
and not just that, the temperature of the wood. Right, the hotter it burns, the less you'll have in there.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of variables in that. Eagle Lover says you're having another blonde moment.
I have them like hourly. No
Sure.
kidding.
Did you read it?
Yeah.
She says, now who's having the blonde moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
SAT.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Oh, Yoda. What is it called when you have nuts on a wall? Walnuts. Storm Rider, it depends on the wood you burn. Wet green wood, yep, needs cleaned. A lot more than dry season wood. Yep. Hey, Chris, try a banyan sandwich, banana and onion.
Ugh.
I actually bet that's probably good. A pint has 16 ounces. A half pint has 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No, your tag Ari. No, you tag Ari SAT. I know. Eagle Lover, I knew the second you typed it, but
He was trying to
yeah.
slide under.
Yeah, correct. What do you call it when you have nuts on your chest? Chestnuts? Getting deep with data. What am I walking into? The door is open. I'm walking in. Yes, it is. Depends on the wood you burn. Yep. Totally agree with all that. Replaced the liner of the chimney last year. Oh, yeah, that's not fun. 6 buttered surfaces on a bread slice. Never let that kind of engineer into your kitchen.
No, because he's going to turn around and do your dishes.
What do you call it when you have nuts on your chin? I would have no idea. I've never had nuts on my chin. What do you call it, Data? Haha, not taking the bait. Amy B, thank you. I'm not nuts. A pint is a pound. A pint is a pound. The world around is a saying I was taught. Grumpy said, tag, I just signed $1 and framed it for you, turd. Yeah, but you know what's better than
He
$1?
wants another. 1 is none and 2
Yeah.
is 1.
2 is 1 and 1 is none. That's right.
But this is the first framed dollar you have.
Yeah, I've just never framed them, but I have a whole collection of dollars.
I know.
I have a big
You have-
collection.
I know.
Yeah.
Because I tried to spend one and you were like, no, you can't have that.
Yeah. No, because my signed dollars are
I
precious to
didn't
me.
know that it was your signed dollar. I just pulled it out of a jar.
Yeah, no, I want my signed dollars. Well, Rick, thank you. That's very nice. Grumpy Acre says, is it really walnuts? Get out. Yeah, you need to. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know how to respond to that
Oh
one.
my gosh.
No,
I don't know.
I don't know either. So, Rick, you got to catch one of the Zooms. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun, guys. I would encourage everybody to go over to those Zooms.
How many people can you have?
Oh,
How
a
many
lot.
people can you have on
Hey,
there? There's
Hippocrates, how many people will fit in your Zoom?
80 people here.
Yeah, but you can get a lot of them in there.
80 people?
I think
That's a lot
it's
of
up to, I think it's up to 100.
Mm.
We'll have to figure out a way to navigate it, but you can also break out into breakout sessions and break into different rooms.
Is it
and
like this then, or do we talk?
yeah,
Is it typing,
no, it's all
talking?
just all talking.
Maybe we raise our hands.
Yeah, something like that. 1 is none, and 2 is 1. 3 for me, and 4 is a horde. My wife says and tells me to quit collecting them. Hippocrates says 100 in there with my subscription. Right.
Oh, okay.
Looking forward to seeing everyone at the Freeman Festivus next weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Is that next weekend?
That's next Saturday. Saturday. Yep.
10th.
Yep.
10th?
Yep.
Yeah. That's exciting. We're doing a potluck.
Data, you told me to have B reach out to a particular group of people, and that has been completed.
The mission has been completed.
The mission has been completed.
I have not gotten a response, but
Yeah, but you might have one by now,
Oh,
right?
right.
We've been up here for 2.5 hours,
Yeah.
right? Don't worry, just because there are 6 services doesn't mean it's practical to try to use them all.
right. Some of those surfaces are not intended for that.
Yeah, how many sides does a circle have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it depends, right? If you took out a quarter, how many sides?
I was thinking edges is
Yeah.
what I was, or
You were
ends.
thinking a
ends.
right. Okay. Let me see. Although I may scare people, Rick, why would you scare people? You know, I mean, you guys seen B in her garlic breath, right?
You guys see me in my garlic breath.
Yes. 5 will keep you alive. Yeah. Oh, that'd have been the one to add to the 1 is none,
Or
2 is
8.
1, 3. Hold on. 3's for me, and 4's a horde, and 5 will keep you alive. See, they're adding to the
3,
story.
4, 5. Yep.
Yeah, Jonathan, that doesn't stop certain people, and those certain people need to stay out of the kitchen. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Can't see the smell from here.
Right.
I'm just so lucky. What a lucky guy.
You are.
I know, right?
Lucky dog.
Yeah. You're not going to scare anybody, Rick.
Oh, in the Zoom?
Yeah.
No, come on over.
Deborah wants to know if you've made your own apple cider vinegar.
I have apple cider vinegar in a bucket that has been brewing for a while. The person I got it from came over and we added some mother to it. So
the answer is yes.
I'm in the process, but I don't know. I don't know what to expect yet. I
Okay.
don't know it. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to come out.
Mm.
He said, just leave it.
Yep. Rick says he'll join the next Zoom. Yeah, guys. So listen, every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
So then we'll see you Thursday and Friday.
Right. Thursday and Friday. Right.
And Thursdays went for like 3 hours. They chatted because it started at 7.
Yeah, they chatted for
And
like 3
then
hours.
you had your meeting,
Mhm.
and I tried to get on my phone
Mhm.
and it just spun and I
Mhm.
could not get in. So when you got done, you got on and they were still on.
Yeah.
And we were on for an hour, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So that meeting, you can come
Yep.
and go as you please, but it would be awesome if you guys stopped in.
Yeah, Hippocrates says the last one went from 7 p.m. to 10:30. Starla says, B, could you tell us what you are planning on growing for 2023?
I have not even thought about it.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to clean up 2022. I still have peppers.
Amongst other things.
Jalapenos and bells.
Yep.
Like in the kitchen, in crates. Still.
Mm-hmm. Good news is it's cold in there, right? It's like a big cooler.
Yeah. They're actually they're holding on. So
Yeah. Let me see. Eagle over Texas says last week we were on until 12:30 a.m. Oh my goodness.
oh man,
Yeah.
y'all had a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Chrissy says, where do I go to for the Zoom? So you go to Freesteading.
Yep.
And all you got to do is go to Freesteading just a few minutes before 7 o'clock. And Hippocrates Garden on the news feed will just post a link.
On the activity feed.
Well,
It
same
says
thing.
activity.
Activity
though.
feed,
It doesn't
sorry.
say news.
Okay, the activity feed and post a link. And then you just click on it and it takes you to the meeting.
Yes. It is
Yep.
that simple. You don't have to download anything.
Yep. Does anyone else have this problem? By the time harvest time comes around, I'm so worn out, a lot ends up going to waste.
Yeah. I think, waste. Like, I hope you're not throwing it away. Maybe you can compost. First, try to feed animals with it. Then try to compost it, turn it back into dirt. Hopefully you're not just throwing it in the trash can,
Yeah.
and then which goes to the, waste, landslide, landfill,
The landslide?
landslide,
Blonde.
landfill.
Lisa says I made pear vinegar.
Yeah.
I didn't know you can make vinegar out
Oh
of pears.
yeah.
Yeah, that's super, super cool. Says she uses it for cleaning and haircut.
Oh.
You ever made vinegar? Kelly Ireland says, have y'all ever had hot cranberry apple cider? Cranberry apple cider. Had Thanksgiving dinner at a truck stop in Idaho. Oh my God, it was really good.
Huh.
Hmm.
So was it like you drink it like tea or what?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that was after the live stream, asked Big Kid. Yes, it was. Okay,
Yeah.
it's 6 p.m. for me. Yes, Rick. Lisa, Rain Country has a good video for making vinegar. Okay?
Yeah, I tried to get Heidi to be a community leader on freesteading, and she was just busy.
Yeah. Hebrew says, gotta go make my rounds. Good night, all. Good night, Hebrew. Amy B says, my planting excitement always exceeds my picking and preserving patience. I had multiple 5 failing buckets of cukes. Yeah, this is actually a topic that comes up between me and B a lot. And we don't really fight, but I get on her a lot about stuff like this, about only plant as much as you can take care of. because there's only, Central Time Zone pack rat. There's only so much time in the day.
Yeah, she could just only so much
Yeah.
you can do.
Yeah.
Luckily, though, some of that stuff got fed back to the animals, and I still got seeds from them.
Oh, Homestead Aquarius says Tag has more gray hair than a possum.
Yep.
B is barely legal. What's his secret? Ask your doctor. Is free steadings right for you? Yeah, Big Kid says nothing goes in the trash. Yeah, that was funny. Do you need the freeze dryer, B? Yoda's asking you for you still got stuff to put up.
Oh, I'm working on it.
Yeah. Data says to Lisa to bring some to Bartertown next year. Yeah, I would absolutely barter for some pear vinegar. I've never had it, so.
Lisa said that?
Yeah, see, Lisa up here was talking about making pear vinegar,
Yeah.
and then Data says at Lisa.
Yeah, at Lisa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amy B, yeah, that's my problem. Or the dumpster dive can. Yep, hitting the. Hey, y'all, see you in the morning for Starve the Beast. Dorothy, thank you very much. Yeah, it comes out 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and I hope I don't offend anybody, but I'm hammering on the public education system pretty good and talking about how that's where we really begin to starve the beast is, addressing the way they do. I don't want to ruin it, but that's really what it's about. It's super busy. Would love to see her here. Yep. Jonathan, got some estate sales in town to go scrummaging through in the morning and a big to-do list. Need to get some sleep soon too. Yeah, I'm tomorrow, Grumpy Acres and I and a couple other guys, we're going over to a brand new homestead family that's just moved in the area. And we're going to help them move a carport tomorrow. And I'm going to spend, I think, the rest of my day tomorrow probably finishing up drywall and insulation and all that, probably in pod 4. Sunday, I'm going to go install a shower for somebody else and then hopefully back to work. Mr. Jonathan says it's alive. Starla says I'm OCD. I diagram out the whole garden exactly what goes where. Yeah, B typically does too, just not yet. Guys, we just stopped gardening in September, really, right? I'm talking about as far as the growing stuff goes, August, September. And then it picks back up, February, March. And so this is kind of our off time. And I'm telling you, I appreciate it.
We got 30 days and the garden starts again.
I know. I'm in no hurry. Amelia says she's seeing Heidi more and more on Rumble these days. I know she is a grandchild sitting most of the days now. Yeah. Pacific Mountain Central and Eastern Time equals 6 p.m. Eastern Time will be 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Mm-hmm. Yep. Good night, Dorothy. Good night, Jonathan. Lisa says, I wasn't sure what to bring to Bartertown. I'll do better next time. Well, isn't that part of the learning experience, though, right? It's just figuring out how it all works. And Lisa, you came from a long way. But this next year, I am not planning anything around there. I'm going to be out there the whole time. They did ask me if I would come back to Tennessee and speak again. But I think that's a different time.
I was going to say, I hope it's a different time.
It is. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that again. I'm not trying to do both those events. That was a lot.
Mm-hmm. And we appreciate you wanting to come back, Lisa.
Yes. Parker says the education system, read the book Weapons of Mass Destruction and its sequels. Yeah, like there's some books that I've read, like Dumbing Us Down and some of those, but again, I don't want to give it away. We give away produce that we can't keep with us. Yep, good for you. I need educated on building raised beds out of metal. Yeah, what kind of metal? I do a lot of metalworking, Starla. And actually, it's one of my favorite things to do is to build, to go out there and say, hey, today I'm going to build a bumper for a truck or whatever. But it'd be interesting what kind of metal you had. You did awesome just for being here, Lisa. I agree. Couldn't agree more.
And I love your salve.
And she loves your salve, which, when you get somebody hooked on your crack and, then bringing it back again, you get, a better price for it.
Bring your crack back.
I've been making pineapple vinegar this year. Jonathan says, I'd like to try that. Pretty easy and good turnout. Good for cleaning, cooking, and hair. Yeah, Jonathan, why don't you bring us some a little sample of what pineapple vinegar is? Folks do get It's called kombucha, right?
Just
Folks
teasing.
do get burned out with gardening and saving the harvest. Most folks are not counting on it for survival, though. Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's all about, and this is where I'm hard to live with, guys, is I'm a manager by nature. And so I think everything is managed with you're using your maximum energy capital at any given moment, and you got to be efficient and, you know, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Starla said I already started onions and herbs, lettuce.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Starla says Roots and Refuge Farm Channel did some nice metal wood frame braised beds. Okay. Yep. Thank you, Arthur. Jonathan, you're hooked. Yeah. Yep. Pack Rat. That is one channel I will not watch.
Roots and Refuge.
Roots and Refuge.
I haven't
yeah.
been there.
We haven't been there in a long time. I've watched them a couple times, but I like people with. They're just funny. You know, like I like watching channels that talk about homesteading, but at the same time, you know, like I was talking about Black Tropical Homestead.
Bobby.
Dude, the guy just cracks me up. You know,
Yeah.
like I can watch it and he just cracks me up.
You say that all the time.
What?
That guy just cracks me up.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what are you doing? Who are you watching? I'm watching Bobby.
Yep. Because he just cracks me up. Anyway, I have a brand new quart batch starting this week, says Jonathan. Cool. Sheets of corrugated tin. Yeah, I think what I would use is I'd probably go find me some, you know, I overbuild everything, Starla, so take this with a grain of salt. I'd go find me some 6x6s at the least 4x4s to make for the corners. You know, I'd get me some 2x6s or whatever, and then I'd put the metal on the inside so the dirt don't touch the wood. Rick said maybe have a barter town on the app. You know, Rick, this is actually an interesting topic. When I was talking to the attorneys, they're telling me that there's more legal risks in barter than there is in selling stuff. So I'm working on that because I'd like to have a barter section in there. Did you know you can tamales?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Lisa, I think Jonathan and yourself are tied for Midwest Preparedness Project Rookie of the Year. I actually like that.
That's great.
Oh, hey, Porterhouse and Till is here. Looking forward to that Starve the Beast video. Such an important message. Yeah. Hey, guys, for those of you who haven't checked out Porterhouse and Till, that's a great channel. And he's growing like a weed.
Yes.
And congratulations, by the way, bud. It was super awesome to watch. Very knowledgeable. When I was in Tennessee, I don't know what it was. Him and I ended up shoulder to shoulder in a moment and just started chit-chatting. And then we ended up spending pretty much the whole time chit-chatting while I was down there. But really, really, really good dude. Solid information. And he's actually made our homestead better. And we've learned from him in a lot of respects. So it was really, really cool. Rick, we should have these vinegar recipes for the cookbook. Yes, Rick. Yes. 100%. Rick, did you make a note of who offered vinegar recipes? We had Lisa, we had Jonathan, right? Right. I'll help you remember these. We need to make sure that we're hitting them up for these. Stormrider said, canning a bunch of brisket tomorrow. Wish me luck. Yeah. Stormrider, Data, who commented right up underneath you, is quite the
brisket king.
Yeah. Brisket king. I saw a post this week, put water into an empty jar that are not being used for food. Great way to keep water on hand. Yep.
Yeah, I saw that too. That is really good.
Still Roz says, let me see, Doak Haxman has a video building a pretty nice metal raised bed. Yep. Off-Grid Garage is great for solar info. Yep. Yeah, Off-Grid Garage is a good one. There's another one out there in tools. Tim the Tool Man has some pretty good tool stuff on there too. Go Stormrider brisket will be amazing. Yep. Rick, there is a vinegar forum thread I started on freesteading. Oh, cool. But it was before the kitchen forum was made. But yeah, that would be a good idea to include some practical things like that. I agree. Please add a recipe to the app, Jonathan. Yep. Yes, I did, Tag. Very, very good. You go, Rick. You go. Don't let them get by. They offer a recipe. You got to put the hammer down. I remember when the FTP sites years ago that were hosted from Trondheim Normery, maybe the barter and single section need to be a separate from the rest, hosted by other like-minded. Yeah.
Oh.
There's ways to do that, and I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Starla says, what is a good way to use plastic deer fencing? I mean, I would say it's deer fencing, or any kind of fencing, right?
I saw that. there was a garden on the way to the pool this summer that had the deer fencing up,
Mhm.
and then they had plants growing in it, like a cattle panel. They had it stretched over T-posts, and they were actually using
Yeah.
it for. They had more T-posts.
You could also light it up as netting on a chicken coop,
Mm-hmm.
right? Something to keep the birds in
Yeah,
or something like that.
maybe. I don't know if it's plastic though.
Yeah, that's to deteriorate over time, but keep going and have a freestanding shipping business. Grow them big. Yeah, are you saying you have a shipping business you want to put on freestanding, Miley? Pack Rat, you sound like someone that remembers dial up. Yeah, you're gonna date him. Bottom of cattle panels for rabbit prevention around the garden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Rick says I'll do my best. Yeah. Why, yes, it's time to take my maintenance dosage of ibuprofen. Thanks for asking. Got 8 bags of it at Walmart, 8 by 100 for $3 a piece. Oh, that's a great gig. That's a great gig. Hippocrates Garden. I remember those days collecting all the free AOL CDs for free internet. Ha ha ha.
Mm.
Yeah, thanks for all the community and hilarity. Good night, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. Yeah, Amy.
Good night.
Yeah, dial up with Juno. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we're approaching 3 hours. It's your fault. It's all that garlic talk.
I don't know if that's that.
It was that. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I think we're going to call it right here.
I
but
did have to. The fire. I had to start it again.
Did you?
So I have little pieces in there. I'm trying.
Uh-huh.
I gotta probably go.
Rick for winning the stapler, and congratulations to you guys. And so I guess just want to say that, and then thanks everybody for being here tonight. We had at its peak, maybe 120 people chit-chatting in here, and it's stayed about 80 or 85 for 3 straight hours. And, that's pretty freaking cool. I have to tell you guys that. So you guys rock. We'll see you guys on Friday. We're going to do it again. Try to get over to the Zoom on Thursdays.
Thursday.
Yep, that's right. And, let's support each other, guys. If there's people in here who have YouTube channels, go subscribe to them, even if you don't watch them, right? Somebody in here sells something, buy it from them. I mean, let's just try to support each other. And I promise you, I'll do my best to support you guys too. Okay.
And then we have the Freeman Festivus on Saturday.
Yep.
We still have the Christmas contest.
Yep.
And I think that's it.
Yeah.
All of our news.
Well, I'm thinking about the contest. If you guys can think of a really cool giveaway for freesteading, it's about time freesteading does a big giveaway too, don't you think? I think it's about time. I'd like to do something creative. So if you guys got any ideas, feel free to reach out to me. I'm pretty available. But till then, you guys, tomorrow morning, 8:00, Starve the Beast 3 comes out where we're going to hammer on the modern education system. So I guess until we do it again, right? Good night, everybody.
Yep.
Be out.
Good night.
Tag out.
Tag out.
See you guys. Love y'all. Bye.